Standing by.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Complete.
The multi-dimensional rift is open. Konnichigen. I see that I have Easy Face still open. Hold on. Sorry about that. Now let's do it properly. Konnichigen is your superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster brought into human-ish form for the worlds of VTubing, idling, Middle-earth, and more. Sashiburi. Feels like it's been a long time, but it hasn't, right? The last stream was on Saturday. Just because we couldn't have the stream yesterday doesn't mean it's been that long. Sorry about yesterday. For those of you who are on Discord, you know the reason why I couldn't have it. But yes, it's been so scuffed. We are basically at the end of April, which means that April was basically, April was like my scuffed arc right there. I'm hoping things will get better in May. At least I'm very much making the effort to make sure they are better in May. But yes, I still continue with another variation of my outfits, as you can see right here, which is great. It's always great to see that. However, let me do the full acknowledgement for your sub, patron.
Supernova Explosion!
You got a Final Fantasy victory fanfare. Hey, patron, they're actually random. But I find it so fitting that you got a Final Fantasy one. Well, you know the drill. Wherever you may go now, you absolute maniac. For 9 months on a 5-month streak. Wherever you may go now, whether it's Azeroth, whether it's Vanadiel, whether it's Tamriel, whether it's Middle-earth, the Shire, Tatooine, some synthwave dimension like the one we're listening to, Normandy, the kingdoms of Fire Emblem, Altia, Arcania, wherever you go, you have exploded from a shining superstar into an even brighter supernova. Thank you so much for that sub. Much appreciated. They will go towards my T-funds. So yes, we are back though. We are back. Oh, actually, let me remove the reverb before I forget. Well, welcome back everyone. I hope everybody had a nice Wednesday yesterday. I hope your week has been going well so far. For me, it's been going well enough, all things considered. You know, problems have been happening that have prevented me from having the stream, as I mentioned. But overall, other than that, it's been fine. You know, it could be better, could be worse. I'm still so happy though with the model that I'm using right now. With the little star sticker that I gave myself to my face. Look at that. It's so gorgeous and it fits me so well. Like, it's a thing I should have done a long time ago. I'm so happy with it. I'm so happy with it. I wonder if I should just switch back and forth between using it and not using it. I don't know. I look like a real anime character now. Thank you for that. It's the outfit too that does the trick, patron. The outfit also does that, and it brings the look together so well. Like, yeah, it just does the job so well. Something about this outfit is just more anime-like than the previous outfit I had. And this outfit has many variations too. I have 5 different variations of this outfit, and I'm not sure if I've shown all of them. Maybe I have at this point. Some of them on the stream, some of them on pictures. Like some pictures I've been sharing on Twitter, Discord, etc. But yeah, this is this variation of the outfit. That's the one I'm going to be wearing today. So, it should be a good time. What are we gonna do today? So, as I said on the going live message, we are gonna do some pie delivery. When last I left off my character, I left Machai right before she would do the big pie delivery quests. So that's what we're gonna do. We're going to start with that. Oh yeah, you're finally back home. Flew back earlier today, nice. You should be able to catch up with the LOTRO festival then. I think, when is the last day of that? Like May 3rd? Let me take a look at that. because I haven't done much with it. And that is a little bit sad, but you know, no time for it. No time for it outside the stream. Let me take a look at the length again. Okay. 10 May. 10 May is the last day. All the way to the 11th, yeah. But the real last complete day is the 10th of May. So yeah. That's a lot better then. But the Yonder-shire awaits me, so it's gonna be a long time before I even... No, yeah, I'm not gonna do the festival at all on the stream. If I were to do anything on the stream related to the festival, it would be after the Yonder-shire. And I get the feeling that by the time we finish with the Yonder-shire, it will already be gone. So I don't think I'll be doing that much on the festival this year. I just don't see it happening. So I'm logging into the game right now. Just gotta take a look at a few things before we jump fully into it. Yes, I left Machai, my level 11 Hobbit Warden, in the Delving Fields. I'm hoping to farm some LOTRO points to be able to get the Yonder-shire content though. Which means that, well, there may be an intermission between the end of the Shire content and the Yonder-shire content. So, you know, the reason why I want that is because I want to save money for the Fate of Gundabad instead, so I can get the Brawler. And after we're finished here with the Yonder-shire, with Machai, then we move on to the Brawler. Gotta get back into LOTRO, get my free stuff again to Mirkwood. Ah, yes. Oh, yes. If you haven't opened that free stuff, yes. Yes, the game's population has more than doubled so far. These are great times for LOTRO. Oh my god. You know what? You just made me realize I didn't change the category. Jeez. I was still in the music category. Thank goodness I changed that though. Not too late. We're only like 13 minutes into the stream, I think. Yeah. Oh, that could have been a lot worse. Well, I mean, we are listening to music technically, right? Did it change the category though? Yes, it did. Okay. As long as it did. Well, that was kind of close. Yes, so speaking of that, I saw there were articles like the largest LOTRO population ever, I think? I'm not so sure about that. Like, what? That is great news, of course. That is great news. As it should be, damn it. With the recent things they have given out for free now, the great changes that have come with the payment model. Yes, it's a lot better. And the game is still loading, in case you're wondering. That's why we are still on the screen. I think the game may have glitched out. It's stuck on the loading screen. Not the game, I mean the Enter Middle-earth loading screen. After I enter with my character. You're gonna be playing LOTRO until Wrath of the Lich King Classic comes out. Nice. I think I'm gonna have to restart LOTRO for a moment. I did not wait for my character to load on the character selection screen before I hit the button Enter Middle-earth, so I get the feeling it's something like that. These are still little insects, little bugs they need to sort out. So there's still some things here and there that need to be worked on. But I think that's another topic. Oh, double bonus points. Get twice the bonus points in the LOTRO store through May 8th. You see, it would be worth using some LOTRO points. I mean, purchasing some LOTRO points right now for the Yonder-shire content. I've changed my mind about going VIP for a month. It's better long term to just unlock the Yonder-shire permanently. So that's what I'm gonna do instead. But okay, let me log in again. I'm just logging into the game again. And I'm gonna make a note because now I need to change the category on the VOD. Because I didn't change it before the stream. There's always something I forget. Like, literally, there's always one thing at least that I forget before I start the stream. Another reason why I have a high suspicion that I have ADHD. But it's gonna be a long time by the looks of it before I can get an official diagnosis. but that's another story. Like, what I should be doing, I guess, is just write down a list of steps to take before starting the stream. Oh, and she is back to the default outfit on the character selection screen. Hopefully that gets sorted out. At least we're listening to good music. You Can't Ever Beat Synthwave Stream Beats by Harris Heller. I get the feeling I'm gonna have to restart the game again. Okay, it is loading now. The Total War Warhammer, I was having such withdrawals. Oh, you're going back to that one too. Nice. Withdrawals from your addiction, from your video game addiction are a thing. Oh, I know. I've had my Civilization withdrawals. Oh, by the way, I'm playing a Civilization 5 game right now. Playing as India on epic speed again. I don't know if I'm gonna be streaming that at all. I'm just not streaming Civilization 5 nowadays for a lot of reasons. All sorts of reasons. Okay, so the game is starting to load better now. And yes, everything is working fine now. Thank goodness. Oh yeah, so yeah, when last I logged in with her, wasn't I on the anniversary already? That's weird. This is good timing though, the song is just ending. Excellent transition, excellent transition. So yeah, complete to receive map to Breetown. Yeah, I did complete this before, yeah. Hey, all the maps to Breetown are going to be helpful. Anniversary gift box for some fireworks. Well, that's okay. We have the space for it. So I'm gonna keep them. Let's see what we got here. See, if I didn't have a stream yesterday, it would be a great opportunity to go into Green Dragon Friday. Every time they finish Green Dragon Friday, they go outside the Green Dragon itself and just put a bunch of fireworks. So those fireworks would be great. Oh, geez, we're not in the pie delivery area, but okay. Okay. I'm gonna have to find it again. I think I can always find it when I look for it. We are in the middle of a bird and baby quest though, so let's go into it. Hello, Adam. Welcome back, I was gonna say. Well, it is a welcome back. How's it going, brother? Well, yes, let's continue here. We have a couple dwarves in here also doing their thing.
How do you do?
Ah, yes, here it is. What's this? A bit of honey? Special malt? Yes, that's the ticket. This will be our secret. In the meantime, here, have some of the old stuff on the house. It might not win any prizes, but it still goes down easy, don't it? Why, thank you. I will take that right away. Black Ropes Brown, a beer for the telling of tall tales. That sounds like my kind of beer. I am quite merry now. Yosh, ikzo. Were you able to get back any tea, Adam? Right now I'm having some good old Earl Grey. I have not been drinking Gongfu tea in Gongfu style that much as of late. I'm just too lazy to get going with it. Like on the stream, I have a good reason not to, since you can't really do that while you're streaming. But outside of the stream, days I don't stream, there's not that much of an excuse not to do it. Especially with the brewer decanter I have, that makes it a lot easier. You did get your tea back, nice. That is great to hear. What kinds of teas did you get? You must tell us. You must tell us. Oh yes, and here you can appreciate the outfit. The variation of the outfit I'm wearing a little bit more. I gotta tell you the truth though. I gotta tell you the truth, y'all. I gotta tell you something. I am actually seriously considering making just I don't know, maybe this can be for the Rainbow Arc, which is the Rainbow Season, which would be the third quarter of the year or so, but I was considering doing something to myself like a fighting game. It would take a little bit more work, but just doing like a bunch of different colors for myself, not just on the outfit, but on my hair. Changing my hair color and like a bunch of my colors to make it be like a bunch of different fighting game palettes on my character, as if I were a fighting game character. That might be a bit overkill though. Not gonna do it anytime soon though. I have enough with the variations I have right now, which are like 5 variations. But yeah. And I noticed that the hair, I can change my hair color. I finally figured out how to change my hair color on the new V Studio. It's not that difficult, but it's not, I'm not doing it in the most expert of ways maybe, but it works out. The thing is, I find that the hairstyles, the hair colors that I got online, that I downloaded from Booth PM, they kind of take away from the anime look that we were talking about earlier, Patron. How together the look is now. How complete the look is now. And it comes across more as you can see the V-Roy side of things more. And it looks like many of those frequent avatars that you see in VR chat. It's not necessarily a bad thing by itself, but it's not a good thing with what I want to achieve. So I'm hesitant to do that. I guess I could go for other hair colors that look more anime-like, but I would have to find them. I can't just recolor it willy-nilly on V-Roy Studio. It doesn't achieve a good result. It needs to have highlights and stuff like that, and I don't know how to do that myself, so I need to rely on others to do it for me. And there's plenty of those online that you can find. The ones I am using are called Galaxy Hair, which look great. They're great because they have like star highlights, they have sparkly highlights to them, among other things. They look great, but again, I wonder if they take away from the anime feel. But and there's also the fact that it's a bit overkill to be going for so many colors at once. And this outfit is still new, like it's still all debuted this month. So yeah, let's give it a little bit of time, at least a couple months more. If I said before, but I think now that I am back home, I'm gonna start trying to write daily again. Oh, Patreon. Well, I hope you're able to do so. Please share as much as you want on the writing channel. It's been so interesting. Oh, there's old Sally again. Sally Brown, she's the gal for me, boys. Yeah, writing daily is something I wish I would do right now. But I don't know if I can make the time for that. New lore, start outlining my book. That sounds delightful. I've gotten so many new lore ideas. Ideas for like new lore for like settings and stuff. And I've even gotten an idea for like a potential RPG Maker game. I don't know why the other day I just felt like I really want to start making RPG Maker games, but I don't know what the hell I'm getting myself into. I'm getting myself into a Pandora box. For the first time in a while, I had to wait to log into a LOTRO server. Really? Wow! What LOTRO server are you in? Is it a legendary server or a regular server? I love it, Adam! Oh my god, that's so cool. I didn't wait for Laurelin though. I didn't wait at all. There was no queue for Laurelin. I was waiting, but that was a loading screen. Let me switch to the screen, sorry. They might actually have to upgrade or merge some of the servers. But if he's waiting for longer, wouldn't that mean that merging the servers would be worse? It would make the waiting times worse? Or are you saying that because you have a huge update? I thought you meant queues for a moment because the population has increased so much and it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy, honestly. Bring barrel of pipe weed to Longo Burrow. Let me see what other quests there are to put on the tracker. Never again will I have dealings with wizards or shire rats. The last of the fireworks. Ah, yes, there's that one. So they want me to bring that barrel of pipe weed. Okay, maybe we're not gonna do any pie delivery today. I thought for sure that I left Machai like right next to the pie delivery person. I forget her name. What am I supposed to do here? Why are they pointing in this direction for me? Great to see this other person around. Again, we may be finding a lot more players. Many more players around. What the hell is going on here? Hold on. Longo Burrow. Where is this Longo Burrow? Oh, the pipeweed is in the bear den, I think. Right. I think that's where we're supposed to go. Oh, yes. And it was very convenient for that other player to take care of things for me. Did they change something? Did they change the interactable quest thingies? Because I would have thought that I would have had to dismount to we-aggro that bear, right? Just ignore her. Or him. I would have thought that we would have to dismount for that. I know that for crafting nodes, you don't dismount anymore, but when it came to like quest things, you would still have to dismount. Did they change that? Oh, your Lord of the Dwarfs? Did I ever tell you about my lore for my dwarfs? No. Or did you? I'm sorry if I forgot, Patron. You know I can't retain all the information. But I still do appreciate your sharing. I think a big problem still is 3/4 of the servers are mostly empty and most of the population is just a few. Which servers are the most populated right now? Have there been any statistics for that? Like, I saw that there were articles talking about the increased population, but I didn't look much into it. Like, I don't know if they did any more than just say in general, or if they specify which servers have the most.
Oh, gracious.
For your information, I'm in the Laurelland server and I didn't have a queue waiting today. I'm not sure if this is a peak server time. I think it is. Around this time is when people play a lot. A lot of events happening around this time too. Evernight and Arkenstone, that makes sense. I would have expected Gladden to also be part of them. It might be. Gladden is always like a very popular server from what I remember. Alright, you found the leaf. Give it here. Now, I'll keep my end of the bargain now. This took you're looking for. Gerabert was his name, eh? And he hid in one of my leaf wagons? Well, I haven't seen him. I didn't say I'd actually seen this took of yours. I just said I'd tell you what I know. And that's all I know. Now, off with you. Ah, my friend. You have earned yourself a slap on the face. There you go. Off you go. Did you see what he did? What a little jerk. Now there's some malicious compliance. Oh, look at this steed, Silver Sky. What was the name of this steed? Well, it's one of the new steeds that I got thanks to the gifts that they gave to all the players. So, it's a novelty for me. It looks so nice to see it like this. Wonderful. Laurelane, Land Trouble, and Arkenstone, I think, are the main ones, and Evernight. Laurelane. That's great to hear about Laurelane. I hope the population can increase. Or rather, I hope the role-playing population can increase. That would make me so happy. But let's talk to people around here.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Oh, how terrible. That Longo is a rude sort. I'm so sorry that he tricked you like that. The next time I see him, I shall have words with him. Now, back to the matter of Gerabert. I think I may have just had a thought on who else we might be able to ask. If you are still willing to go out and look for him. Took shirt. Ooh, this is a good one. Let's get that. I have enough food, so we don't need the fried mushrooms. From the anniversary? If you mean the festival, no. Because I haven't redeemed any festival steeds. So it's gotta be one of the gifts. Yeah, it's the Steed of the Great Alliance, I think. Let me have a look, let me call it and see if that's the one. Yes, it's the Steed of the Great Alliance. Must have been one of those that they gave. You see, I just had a thought about who else we could ask. My cousin Alda is married to Rollo Boffin in Woodhall. Some didn't consider it a wise marriage, myself included, but they seem happy enough. That, though, is neither here nor there. The importance of Woodhall is that much of the pipe wheat from Tookland passes through there for other points in the Shire. Rollo happens to oversee much of that pipe wheat. Perhaps, since Gerabert hid on a leaf wagon traveling east, Rollo may know something of him. I must say, the less you discover, the more anxious about him I become. Rollo lives in Woodhall, east of Tuckborough on the Stock Road. On my way. And this is the housing broker, so yeah, I'm gonna ignore that quest ring. I don't have any mail, do I? No, it would tell me if I had any mail. But I do have the silver present, so... Let's see. Wait a minute, you can open gold for 8 mithril? And I just spent 8 mithril. Oh, I thought it would give me... I thought it would ask me if I was sure before opening that. I just clicked that, and it spent the 8 mithril. I thought it was going to ask me before spending it. You know what? Let's just spend the remaining 2. Oh, alright. Virtue XP. I don't care. I'm just gonna use it. Combat run speed boost though. That could be helpful, maybe. Jeez, like, you could at least ask me for confirmation. I thought it was gonna do that. I can tell you about the dwarves if you want. Sure. Let's compare them to the Middle-earth dwarves, since we are in LOTRO. See how that feels. No, if I were really writing every day, Baytran, I would be sharing some stuff here and there, for sure, on the Discord channel. That would be great. Here's the thing, though. Let me get back to my T screen right here. The thing is, sharing something like that is something I want to start getting into. Because more and more, I am starting to finally get some ideas, and this is an exciting prospect, for a Patreon. For finally opening a Patreon of some sort, which I'm kind of torn on that. Erurian, thank you for the lurk from the shadows. Dwarves are for the weak, Uger? What do you mean? Well, I'm not using a dwarf right now. We're gonna get a war of the races right here. Hold on, hold on. We're gonna get a battle of the 5 armies in the chat. Oh my goodness. Anyway. Yeah, some great ideas because I finally started to realize that I could maybe start linking that to the Kamen Rider Daily account that I'm running on Twitter. The challenge, however, is making that be both of my VTuber self, my activities, everything I do, and maybe the writing if I start doing that, and also the Kamen Rider Daily stuff. And I don't know, can I have more than one Patreon? Would that be too much? Maybe it would be, maybe it wouldn't be. And then if I start making that RPG Maker game, well, it would be more than one. Like I would start with one, then when I complete that I would do another one, etc. I want to start with a very simple RPG Maker game, and I have some lore that could really do the trick for that. Maybe. But that would be like to get experience also, so that I can eventually do something that I think might be fun, which would be a VTuber RPG Maker game, in which a lot of VTubers are characters in it, whether they're playable or not. But that would require a lot of assets, like custom sprites for them, and custom PNGs for all of them, and stuff like that. But yeah, there's an idea. Elves are for the awesome people like you! I'm sure Erurin over there will agree. High Elf has a combo role, so of course I'm gonna be partial to them. Well, there you go, Akadi. There you go. They all have their pros and cons, you maniacs. What is this racial war happening here? There's some people that there's some people around here in the LOTRO family that will be very partial towards dwarves themselves, so maybe we can even the playing field by having them around. So my dwarves have a lot of the standard dwarf tropes like enjoying fighting and craftsmanship and all right, but one of the main things that sets them apart is how they reproduce. Ooh. I get the feeling you might have told me about this before. Like they sculpt themselves? Is that how they reproduce? Like they make a sculpture and that sculpture becomes a dwarf? Or am I thinking of something completely different? An entirely different lore? Yes, you told me about this. You told me. Yeah, Baytran. Dwarves do not reproduce naturally, or at least not biologically. Instead, they must carve new dwarves out of earth and materials such as clay, stone, metals, etc. You must have told me then, if I'm recalling that. Well, yeah, then I did remember. No, Baytran, Akadi, Baytran is talking about custom lore that he's writing for his setting. We'll talk more about that when the 90 seconds of the outbreak are up. Let me get myself some more tea in the meantime. Oh, this tea is so good right now. Ah, this Earl Grey is hitting me so well. Oh, here's a fun fact for those who can listen to me right now. I watched an episode of Star Trek The Next Generation yesterday. Well, I was taken ill a little bit, and it was fun. It was an episode that seemed very worthy. They were interacting with a pre-warp culture, and, you know, contaminating it unintentionally, but it was, wow, it was so good. Who Watches the Watchers? That's the name. Who Watches the Watchers? It was so good. Right now, I don't want to be watching too much of TNG because I'm in the middle of Enterprise. Like, I want to be getting to that chronologically. I'm doing a chronological watch of Star Trek, starting with Enterprise. And I also saw one of Voyager, which was In the Blink of an Eye, I think, which was a fascinating concept. And yeah, it's a concept that I've heard about before in sci-fi, in science really, and it was played out so well in there. Oh, it was so good. I loved it. I loved it. Look at this trope. Or no, troop. Lena is with them. Lena Willowwood. There's something going on. There's a little bit of a fellowship going on here. Hello, hello, hello. I love seeing this activity on the server. Some celebrities around here, some superstars. But you need your boyfriend a Star Trek sweater? Nice. Weren't you talking about... Was it you that mentioned, Adam, the crochet that you were doing? Was it related to that? But yeah, let me read what Akadi said though, because it was interesting. That was the first 7 dwarfs made by all the dwarf women exist. And yeah, I couldn't remember if I had told you or not. I was talking to friends about it last night and also came up with some new ideas. Like, for instance, the dwarves can actually be sculpted larger or smaller than standard dwarf size, but only to a limit like 8-9 feet tall for the creation of basically giant war dwarves or smaller ones. One of the reasons there are so many statues and whatnot in dwarf cities and temples is because they were experiments trying to create different dwarves that never worked. You prefer knitting? Okay. Or it was like another knitting project, I don't remember. Or the statues were simply never imbued with life by their creator. Yeah, I would imagine you would have to do a little bit more than just doing the statue, because what if you want to dedicate a statue to a legendary dwarf, to like the ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕠𝕟𝕤 of that setting, to like the Durin of that universe, right? And you accidentally create a clone of Durin or a descendant of Durin like that. Something like that. Something like that. You know what I'm thinking of doing? I'm thinking of adding the 7 stars title to all my characters now because it's so fitting for me, right? In case you haven't noticed from my everything, stars are a big part of my, well, everything. The Star Wars scarf that you haven't finished? Oh, no. It was the geek scarf, I think. That was the one, yeah. Now I remember. The one that had like a lot of quotes from different settings. Star Trek, Star Wars, Harry Potter, Doctor Who, etc. And I hoped you could squeeze in something from Kamen Rider. We gotta represent that. Maybe Ultraman 2 while we're at it. That goes harder into the sci-fi, right? You know what would be very fun for me to find out about? To find like a fantasy version of Star Trek, if that makes any sense. What do I mean by that? I mean like having like a crew of people. Doesn't have to be on a ship, because a ship like this I guess would be like a magical sky ship, or it would be a sea ship. You know, a regular ship on the sea. But like a crew of people that have a captain and they explore and they have protocols that they have to follow. They do this, they do that, they go on this adventure or the other, but they are very organized and also have some chemistry together, learn about each other on the journey, that sort of thing, if that makes any sense. I would love to see a fantasy version of that, if such a thing exists. Yeah, the cross stitch, that's what I meant, Yeah. And part of the reason the dwarf race was so affected by the big catastrophic world event that shattered half the empire was that most of their, well, basically birth temples, aka giant caves full of carved dwarf statues, were located far underground, the furthest they could get, and were easily lost. So there are tons of dwarf souls basically trapped. Oh, that sounds awful. I would have thought that they just are not born in the first place instead of having them trapped. What's going on over here? Hello, hello? What's going on over there? Yeah, there's a lot of people here because of the anniversary festival. We just happen to be passing through. We're actually not taking the quests around here. Maybe we should, actually. These are the wrapper quests, the umbrella quests, as I prefer to call them. It's the same principle.
You will help me, won't you?
Might as well just take them, why not?
What mischievous malefactor is behind all this?
A yearly yield, and... yeah, there's a yearly yield.
At least you will help me.
Another
won't
lovely
you?
year.
I shall simply go
Well, I'm not
mad.
gonna do the scavenger hunts because I'm too low level for that. Level 11. Let me remove them from the tracker, though. And get back to the other ones that I was already doing. The top hiding place. Oh, we're still looking for auto pipes. I forgot about that. Okay. Kill the dwarves and life will be way better. No, and for the setting that actually, seriously speaking there, Uger, I think for what Patron is saying there, maybe destroying the statues would set the souls free. Oh, we gotta talk to Lobelia. My bad. No wonder I was going in that direction. They aren't born, but basically because their family essence, so to speak, is still being pulled to the statues, they can instead inhabit newly built ones on the surface. So the reproduction rate is drastically slowed. The only way to free them would be to dig down to those rooms and destroy them or allow them to be born. Right. Kind of feels like it's a partial soul. Oh, look at the full moon, though. Hey, by the way, I've never noticed, do they pay attention to the moon phases in the game? I don't imagine it's always a full moon in-game, right? I've never paid attention to the moon in-game, I think. Huh. Now, that is a good question. Let's take a screenshot. That serves a screenshot right there. Yeah, never thought of that. Are there ever any crescent moons, any new moons? And all the other moon phases? If you know more about that, let me know in the chat. I suddenly got interested about that.
Well, the gall of some folk.
Give me a moment, let me drink some tea. 75% of them are miles below the surface of an ocean now. Ooh, that's gonna be difficult. Is it always full moon, Zuger? I heard about the troubles my nephew Mondo went through in Breland. I assume you're here with all flour dumplings coin pores to repay us for Mundo's hardship? You're not? What is this nonsense? Whitfoot doesn't have an ounce of sense in that fat head of his. It doesn't surprise me that he didn't have the courage to come tell me this himself, but he'll regret it. I'll go to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕒𝕒 to see him personally and tell him in no uncertain terms what I think of him. What use is he as mayor anyway? And what use are the bounders for that matter? My nephew has gone through so much and he was barely outside the bounds.
Don't walk off. I need to speak with you.
You know, the voice that is supposed to be there for Lobelia, she doesn't sound so insufferable. I think she's meant to sound more insufferable than that, right? Why do we even need a mayor or bounders or sheriffs if they can keep my nephew from being threatened and abducted and put through all kinds of hardship? The Sackbill Bagginses are a very important family in these parts. I've heard that there are goblins on the edges of the Shire. Goblins! If you ask me, you should stop running pointless errands for our fat mayor and should do something about them. I've heard that ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕒𝕒, the quarry supervisor in Scary, has seen goblins on the Greenfields. Talk to him and get to the bottom of this, Machai. Goblins. She has more to say, though.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Uther, yes, I mean you. Come over here, I've work for you. I simply must have fireworks for my birthday party. More and brighter than that Matt Bilbo ever had. I heard that Hyacinth took over... I heard that Hyacinth took over in ℂ𝕗ℂ has learned to make them. Know that from that queer Gandalf fellow. You go over there and tell her I want a dozen large crates of her best fireworks. She lives west of the Great Mills. Of course I'll pay you if you insist. What a nuisance. I thought bounders, or whatever you are, were supposed to do for us Shire folk out of duty. Well, I wasn't insisting. Yeah, you see, I am supposed to be a bounder, right? Is my voice, the voice that I'm giving for Lobelia, annoying enough? I hope it comes across as annoying. You bastard, hey! You useless bounder! Let me speak to your manager. But yeah, that's the dwarves. Now most of them live alongside humans and even have a co-ruled kingdom alongside the humans in one of them. Or hermits in small dwarf cities, or are religious scholar types like the ones who help the Crusader faction. Oh, I love the sound of those last ones you mentioned. I don't know why I like dwarf priests and dwarf clerics. When that one time I played D&D in my life, which has been 3 years now, I can't believe that. But that one time I played D&D, I was a dwarf cleric. And my first dwarf character in World of Warcraft was a priest. I don't know why I like it. I don't know why they look so fitting to be healers. Something about them. Like, you don't expect them to be healers, but then they are and they fit so well in the role. I don't know. The Fulmos are in the game. It brings out the lurkers, so they say. The legend has it that the soul of the first great dwarf emperor still stalks the shattered halls of the empire and may one day find a statue to inhabit and the ability to lead his brethren back to the surface for revenge on the world. Hello there, Weaver! General Miss Nobi! We are getting closer and closer to the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. You just reminded me about that. By the way, since I am basically abandoning Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, I am thinking of going back to Star Wars The Old Republic, but I'm not sure about that. I've been, and you know, because I'm not gonna stream Fortnite every week, and I'm not having as much fun in Apex anymore, so I don't think it's gonna be featured either. Though I still want to have a seasonal game, so I'm gonna be continuously searching for others. Maybe Valorant. I still haven't tried Valorant. But yeah, another thing I thought about doing, you know, also for the stream, is to start a single-player game. if my capture card were doing okay right now, again, I need to recheck it, maybe reinstall the software or something, I don't know. But one that I think could be good, I think it hasn't come out yet, but when it comes out, would be Live Alive on the Switch. The remake of Live Alive. Because it's not a very long game, but it's long enough, and it's also like the type of storytelling that I love so much. So much. No, Kaiden, do the FF14. Oh, ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤. Just yesterday and today, this last days, I've been talking about how I actually want to go to Final Fantasy XI instead. I realized recently that it's the 20th anniversary this year. At least for its initial release. The full PC version in English-speaking countries did not come out until 2003. November, the PC version was on Japan. The first release, that was on May 16, if I recall correctly. So that anniversary is very soon. Was in PlayStation 2. I think it was the PS2 in Japan. So yeah. Kaiden RuneScape, oh my goodness. If I had time to just play every MMO on the planet, yeah. Let's get orc traps. Ah, Sparkle, you'll never forget that. Nor do I want you to. Nor do I want you to. Bring it up. Don't let people forget about that meme. Can stick around, no worries, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. You're always a great presence. You're always a great presence, Sparkle. It's always good to have you here. Oh, you are in voice with the Rurin? And he's mentioning it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, ℠𝕠𝕟𝕤. I'm sorry to everyone that wants me to go into FF14, but I might actually go into FF11. I am that sort of a maniac. You have to understand, I can be an absolute nutcase sometimes. Just going 180 on some things that I was planning to do, or just going in an entirely different tangent. Or an unexpected plot twist out of my plans. And that's it. Instead of Final Fantasy XIV, it's Final Fantasy XI. I wish I had time for both, but it's probably only going to be one. I don't know how much can I do in Final Fantasy XI, right? I like to play the game, maybe represent it on Twitch. I know not a lot of people stream it. And yeah, see what we can do for it. Maybe it's an exciting time for it because it's the 20th anniversary, right? The 15th for LOTRO, the 20th for Final Fantasy XI. I wonder if they're doing anything special. I don't know. It's kind of looking like I am going for old school MMOs more than anything. Yeah, the religious ones live in the farthest western outposts of the Empire and were initially tasked with discovering the secret behind how and why new dwarves came to life, and they continue that research still as a way to boost their reproduction as well. The Hell-Day Crusaders make more advanced technology in exchange for protection and aid and resources. I like that lore. I like the sound of that lore, though. Ugh. What MMOs Kaiden plays in other dimensions? Well, as I said, I don't really have time for anything else off the stream, so all the MMOs you see on the stream are the ones I play. I haven't touched ESO in a long time now. I haven't touched SOTOR in a while now. They only do the special stuff if you play the FF14 version, Kaiden? Really? I did hear, Rurin did tell me today on Twitter that there's a crossover with Final Fantasy XIV, but it's on 14 and it's not the other way around. You know, it would be great if they did that. They should do that so much. This reminds me, Artix Entertainment. I gotta talk about Artix Entertainment for a moment, but yeah, because it's also an anniversary for them. It's also their 20th anniversary later this year. But before I digress on that, it would be great if they did something FF14 related in FF11. Maybe they have done it already, maybe, but they should also be doing its own 20th anniversary on the game itself, not just like on aspects of the FF14 game. Artix Entertainment was putting out some bangers. I'm sure they were. I just gotta prioritize. I don't have time for all of them, Akadi. Oh, you meant the other games. Yeah. I was thinking about AQ3D. I'm gonna talk about that in a moment. In an alternate universe, LOTRO was the true WoW. Yes. Dragon Fable, MechQuest, Epic Duel, Hero Smash. Don't forget about the OG, Adventure Quest Classic. The reason why I mentioned Artix Entertainment, let's pause the gameplay for a moment and let's talk about this, was because it's the 20th anniversary this year. I remember 10 years ago, for the 10th anniversary, they did an event that spanned every game. They had a villain and a villainous faction that was threatening the timeline of every game. It's like a different timeline for each game, like all dimensions of the same planet, sort of. Of course, I'm gonna use the word dimensions instead of timeline because it's me. Hello. your superstar host, the multidimensional Tajigen Gaiden. Hello. If you want to follow the stream, follow, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. Anyway, they did something like that, and I get the feeling they're gonna do something like that again this time. And now they have Adventure Quest 3D, which they didn't have 10 years ago. So that would be a big deal. And I feel like I need to be returning to Adventure Quest 3D at least before they get to October, because October is the month for the anniversary. They've got to be planning something. And there's so much AQ3D content to catch up with. That being said, I also hope the Artix Entertainment livestream can return on Twitch. It's been so long since we've seen them. I understand the many reasons why. There were tons of reasons why they could not have the stream anymore. One of them was a pandemic, you know, so, etc, etc. You even bought that one Mech Quest art book for the Skull Crusher mech. Nice. That being said, I have never played Dragon Fable, nor Mech Quest, nor Epic Duel, nor Hero... Oh, actually, I did play Hero Smash. And I advanced a lot through it, and then I just dropped the game permanently. Over Soul, I played 2. And I did actually preview, so to speak, AQ Worlds by just creating a throwaway account. Because I'm like, hey, you know, my main account is gonna be more serious about this, so this throwaway account is just take a look at the game. But yeah, nowadays I just don't have the time to start it. I mean, Final Fantasy 11, Final Fantasy 14, going back to SOTOR, going back to ESO, you see, I don't have time for all of it. If I were streaming 24/7, maybe I would have time for it. Uncapped subathon when? Yeah. Uncapped subathon. On my waking hours, I just play all sorts of MMOs, why not? And we explore the entire sphere of the MMO genre on the stream. But Mech Quest always escaped me. And it's not like I didn't intend to play them. But again, the time just didn't come. It makes me sad. I hope the games don't stop being online for a long time. Like, if they ever just disappear, it's because the internet disappears, because humanity disappears, you know? Something like that, or civilization disappears. I hope they can be there for a long time. I mean, I say that it's the 20th anniversary for Artix Entertainment, but that doesn't mean that it's the 20th anniversary for all those games. I think Mech Quest came out in 2007? Dragon Fable in 2006, AQ Worlds in 2008. Yeah, they had like 3 years in a row of video games right there.
Hello there.
Eh, what's that? Knees? You skinned your knee? Oh, bees! Yes, I can make a salve against things, but I'll need some ingredients first. Find me 4 toadstones from any of the toads around the Shire. Mind you, not all toads have got them. Eh, where to find them? Well, one place is the bog. Look in the west side of the Russia bog, west of here, beyond Hobbiton. Or if you like, you can find plenty of toads in the marsh just north of Frogmorton. Don't look so funny, the south's not good without toadstones. Well, this is no glamorous business, what I'm about to do.
Hello there.
But that's part of the bounder duties. I'm glad you're here to help. I was just bringing my Come to think of it. Hold on. Let me take another interruption for Artix Entertainment. I want to take a look at Hero Mart. I just realized, did they do a calendar for 2022? I'm very interested to see if they did a calendar for 2022 because this is the anniversary year, so the calendar would be special. Yes, they did. I guess now it's too late to buy it. I mean, I could still buy it, but I would already be missing out on at least 4 to 5 months, depending on when it arrives. Yeah, 2022 Artix Calendar 20th Anniversary poster. Quantum Chronomancer, full armor, set, weapon, hourglass pet. You get something in nearly every game. They don't give anything in Mech Quest, sadly. But they give items in Adventure Quest Classic, Epic Duel, Dragon Fable, Worlds, and 3D. It feels like they should be giving something in Mech Quest 2 so they can cover as many of their games as possible because, again, it's the 20th. This might have been a good idea to order. Had I known, I would have ordered that like last year on November or December. I miss having those calendars, not gonna lie. The last calendar I had, I think, was from 2019. Just remember in AQW a couple years ago, they let free players just buy the Oracle class for cheap. That shit was OP. Edition, regular edition. Maybe they only have the regular edition left. Yeah, one of the calendars I had 2 calendars. I think it's the 2018 and 2019 ones. And the 2019 calendar is still there that you can buy. And yeah, like, one of those is the autographed version. Collector's edition, whatever the name was, I don't remember. You like playing the sci-fi mech game? That's MechQuest. MechQuest, or MQ for short. That's what Akadi was talking about there. Oh, you just make me want to play the game, but I don't have time. I'm glad you're here to help. I was just bringing my wagon back from Bree, loaded down with a big bag of mushrooms, and suddenly my cart was boiling over with spiders. I've never seen such spiders before. All I can think is that I picked up their eggs with my mushrooms. I need what trade goods still remain from my wagon. Please, it's just off the road to the northeast, right next to the falls. There must be spiders all over the place up there, so it may be dangerous. Those mushrooms are my livelihood. If you could bring them back to me, I would be most grateful. I will do my best. She has a quest for me. Am I too low level or too high level? Okay, I think I'm too low level. No worries, no worries. Let's see what we have to sell. You see, I could be buying back those fireworks, but nah. Let's just get the inventory space. Am I really gonna use them? I don't think so.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I'm surprised about some of you who know and have played Artix Entertainment games, though. This is great to find out about. Lots of anniversaries going on this year. Then we have LOTRO, we have Final Fantasy XI, we have Artix Entertainment. Isn't that great? I mean, technically, there's always anniversaries for everything that has an anniversary every year, but we're talking about the major ones. The ones that end with a 0 or a 5, right? And even then, you will find that there's anniversaries like that every year when you become a fan and a follower of enough things. Which I am. Because I am so multidimensional. I follow so many dimensions. So many things. For example, last year, what was it? The 55th anniversary of Ultraman. The 50th anniversary of Kamen Rider. The 30th anniversary of Sonic the Hedgehog. What else? There's other things that I've forgotten. I can't remember what else, but there's other things. I was a child in the 2000s who played all that stuff. Oh, nice, nice. Not sure if you ever mentioned that before, Baytran. Yeah. Yeah, I have fond memories of Adventure Quest Classic. I didn't start playing it like in 2002. It was several years after, but it was still like early enough in its stages that it still felt like I was pretty much an OG, or close enough to being an OG. No, they were still in the middle of the... They were still in the middle of the Karnax saga, which was part of the Devourer's saga overall, which they're remaking right now, by the way, so another reason to go back to it, but that's another story. But yeah, that was 2006, if I recall correctly. Yeah. And the direct sequel to AQ that's set in space? Do you mean MechQuest? Wouldn't that be MechQuest? Oh, no way! Oh my gosh, Warp Force? What was the name of that? Oh my goodness, yes, and that was directly connected to the Virus Saga. Warp Force. It's Warp Force, yeah. That's a mouthful for me to say. Warp Force! The forgotten, but great. I never got to actually play it. Warp Force. It's interesting because it's a game that eventually just stopped. Because they kind of had to stop the development. It makes sense because it's a sub-game of a game, right? But in a way, it kind of works because it becomes a complete story. So it's like a complete single-player game in that sense. Oh, Baytran, Sherwood Dungeon. I played that. Boron Darren also played it. He has a lot to say about that. He was heavily into clan versus clan wars. I loved it. Hey, it's still around. It's still around. Last time I played it, I found the controls nowadays to be too clunky. It's good that it's still here nowadays. It still exists and everything. It's still a great option for people for a quick MMO experience, but they really need to improve the controls, all things considered. I remember asking my parents for Guardian in Warp Force and getting sad because it didn't also give Guardian in Base AQ. Oh yeah. I can understand. I can understand feeling something similar, Akadi. It still exists, but now it's like a normal MMO almost? Really? Well, not quite. It still has its own unique elements, for better and for worse, in my opinion. I remember back when it was just running around as a pink skeleton. Oh, Batran. I think I may be a huge OG of that game because when I first played Sherwood Dungeon, it must have been like 2004, maybe earlier than that. And they only had that one map, which they now call the Isle of the Ancients. Why do they call it that? Because it was the first map. It's the OG map. And you just went around destroying enemies. I don't think there were even any quests. You just leveled up, you got weapons. That was basically it. I don't remember much else. And you weren't even a skeleton. You just had... Everybody had the same avatar. You can only change your color, I think. And that was it. It was the one with like the winged helmet. So I have a fond attachment to that helmet for that reason. And that was it. So I got to see the evolution of Sherwood Dungeon over and over and over and on and on. It's been fascinating to see that. It was great though when they introduced like all the other avatars, the skeletons and all that. Switching between all of them, changing the color at will and all that. You know, as I was mentioning earlier, it's fun for me when I get to switch like colors and palettes with a character or something like that. When I play, all I remember was the island with a giant tower and you level up then went down into the dungeons further and further and that was basically it. Yes, I remember also grinding a lot through that. Very, very bright times. The dungeon quests themselves are great for a reason. Alright, we're going to get an ad break in about 30 seconds and I'm going to take that opportunity to have also have an AFK break because I need to check on some things. I'll try not to take too long, but I am going to take care of my dogs a little bit, so I will be back as always. I will leave you with some songs from yours truly, from your favorite superstar, Kaido. And I will be back as always. Stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. Hold on. Wait a minute. Why is the video like that? I don't know why the video is on that resolution, but okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Whatever. BRB. 白い素肌の君が僕の底に光を差す黒か白かわからないままこんな愛は時代遅れなのか僕らは一日中朝が訪れるのを待つだけ明日もし君が壊れてもここから逃げ出さない疲れた体を癒す君の微笑みよLet's go! 飛べ飛べ高く空を行けセーリングジャンプ明日へ飛べ燃えろ変身命がけ己を変えて突っ走れ不滅のライダー仮面ライダー の時は今、戦いの時が来た。燃えろ燃えろ燃えろ燃えろ燃えろ燃えろ仮面ライダー。
仮面ライダー筑波博は改造人間である。人類の自由のために悪の秘密結社ネオショッカーと戦うのだ。
バックバックビリンハー100%して君だ。バックバックバリンハー King Cause one and only。 君が世界に存在している意味を知りたくない。バックバックビリンハーバックバックバリンハーそこに隠れてても何も始まんないと刺されたバットをその足で壊せ。目に見える不安の数えで止まらないで。運命のルール破ってく。目に見えないつながり信じて動き出そう。 You got to change, breaking the chain 飛ばしてく明日へ Don't be afraid, world is the stage, go Back back beating hard King Cause one and only。闇の中見つめてる手を伸ばし掴み取れ君求めるもの。また誰かが平気な顔して夢だと笑っても Ready to go カウンセロー仮面ライダーギド君のままで変わればいい Here we go カウンセロー仮面ライダーギド今君がいないと Yeah と仮面ライダースーパーワン青い空からやってきて緑の地球を救うもの赤い正義の血を燃やし銀の機械の腕振るそれはそれはそれは金の心を持つ男海を山をふるさと5つの腕で守る5つの愛の腕でライダーライダースーパーライダー仮面ライダースーパーワン時代をゼロから始めよう伝説は塗り替えるもの今アクセルを解き放て空が熱くよみがえれ空が誇りのエナジーNo fear, No pain, I know, 前に立つ限り. That was Kamen Rider Kuga. Hope the tunes were fine. What the hell is going on with the resolution of some of those songs though? The first one you saw there, from Yu-Gi-Oh! The resolution just didn't fit fine. I don't know why. I didn't have a different resolution for it. They're all supposed to be 1080p. That's it. But anyway, we are back. Let me just make another test with that. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I'm just gonna have to remake those videos and add them back in there. Alright. The discussion has been great though. The Sherwood Dungeon, Artix Entertainment, etc. discussion. I'm curious though, you just made me curious. When did Sherwood Dungeon start? What was the first year of that game? When did it come out? Let me see. Let me see where I can find it because I don't think it even has a Wikipedia article and it should have one. It deserves to have one. But it has its own wiki. Wow, I've never been to this wiki. I didn't even know there was one. Sherwood Dungeon. When did this game come out? Oh, you're kidding me! Okay, the game was created by Gene and Rody and made Marin Entertainment Inc. at around 2002. If 2002 was when it was created, we have another big anniversary on our hands this year. I love it. In May 2005, Sherwood Dungeon was a groundbreaking game as a completely free 3D shockwave MMORPG, with its profits coming entirely from advertisements and a few in-game options such as pets and mounts. Though they didn't come until later. I think they still weren't around in 2005. Let me see though. I probably should be showing this on the screen also. Where is my Opera screen? I have to manually set it on the stream every time. Over 1.5 million unique visitors a month. It was on just Oh, there's a Sherwood mobile. Yeah, but it says here the game was created by Gene and Rody and Marin Entertainment. Hold on. Inc. around 2002. Not sure how accurate that is. Kaiden Sherwood anniversary stream incoming. Yeah. Can you imagine though? There's no Sherwood Dungeon category as far as I know. I think I searched for that the other day. Or there is, but not a soul watches it. And it doesn't even have its own custom cover. Let me look at it briefly, see if it comes up. There is a category and it does have its own art. Okay, let me browse Twitch very quickly. And see what comes up. Hold on a minute. Sherwood Dungeon. Okay. When I was looking at the dashboard to change the category, it did show me a game, but now it's not showing anything. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to follow it. I'm follower number 40 in here. Videos, come on. Who's doing Sherwood? Who has done Sherwood? Last month, 15 days ago. Clips. Any clips? There is a clip from the last 7 days, and it seems to be a VTuber. Not an English VTuber, though. Fascinating. What about the last 30 days? Okay, only 2 clips. And then overall, we have... Yeah, we have more clips. Well. This is fascinating. Cruising down Sherwood Boulevard. Yes, we get many different languages, which is not surprising to me. From what I understand, a lot of people in Latin America played Sherwood Dungeon. Portuguese and Spanish speakers. From what I understand. I could be a little bit wrong about that information. Well. Somebody should do something for the anniversary, some video or some stream. Let's get back to LOTRO, though. Let's get back to LOTRO. I lost my lucky slingstone. I had just dropped the deer when suddenly a bear, a huge brown bear it was too, grabbed the kill and dragged it off. I don't care about the venison, but I need my lucky slingstone. I can't hunt without it. Please help me if you can and get back that slingstone from the deer's carcass. The bear dragged it off into that big den to the north of here. He's probably on the slopes north of the bowl stones, feasting on the deer I killed. All my luck has gone away with that stone. As a bounder, it is my duty to help you, friend. Let's see. First though, we gotta collect some toadstones. As I said, this is no glamorous business. This is like 500 meters away. Is this really the nearest quest? Well, I'm just gonna go where the quest arrows take me. Where the wind takes me, if you will. Yeah, I thought that we were going to be focusing on the pie delivery quest first. But I guess we're not gonna do it that much. That's okay though. We can leave it for the next stream. No big deal. Oh, this reminds me. We should be getting some food. Let's take this carrot soup. Then carrot, cooked carrot. That's a lot of carrots, right? And then a cod. No, wait. Let's, superior roast pork. I should be emphasizing the ones I have the least of so that I can liberate that space in my inventory. And a tankard of meat to wash it down. That's not necessary for a buff, but I like having drinks and just drinking them. It's a fun little thing to do. And I don't even do it for the effect, it's just, I don't know, I just like it. Like for example, I feel a bit lightheaded, that's not gonna do much to change the gameplay. But if I muddle my wits, yes, that's gonna change the gameplay immensely. Okay, we are in the Russia bug. Not a lovely place to be at, but we have things to do here. Where are those? We're looking for frogs. I can hear them. I can hear them croaking a little bit. Oh, well, not frogs, toads. They're not quite the same thing, are they? What is the difference between frogs and toads, exactly? Does anybody know? The difference that I sort of register in my mind is that toads are like with rougher skin or something, but I don't think that's it. Oh, and there's a bug toad. This is not a nice thing to do. I hate doing this because, you know, the poor things are like peaceful creatures, all things considered, but yeah. I've got to do this. It is, after all, for a good cause. Yet still we didn't get what we needed. These toads are difficult to find though. Let's see. I might be having to use other boosts. Frogs have longer legs which they use for super jumping. Okay. Oh, okay. I think that makes some sense. Toads crawl around like vermin. Oh, okay. Huh. I had no idea about that. I thought they all were able to jump high enough. Like they all did like little hops, right? Like the little hops. Like the frog logs in EverQuest. Hey, there's another MMO that I want to try out. So many games, so many MMO RPGs, not enough time for all of them. And you know, I'm actually a fan of RPGs in general, so can you imagine how many RPGs I want to play? In 2019, or no, I think it was in 2020. In 2020, I started doing this thing that I was gonna play like all of the Final Fantasy games, all of the Dragon Quest games, all of the Phantasy Star games. And I finished the first of each series, the first Final Fantasy, Phantasy Star, and Dragon Quest game. But that's as far as I went. I didn't go with the other ones after that. Oh, what do we have here? What are you scoundrels doing here? A dour hand, eh? But yeah, I seem to be going away from the quest area where I'm supposed to be. I just have to keep searching. The most difficult part of this quest is finding them. Or maybe there's been other players here that have also been doing it, and that's why there are not so many. I don't know how frequent they're supposed to be around here. At least all the other enemies are peaceful enough. They're not hostile, red light enemies. Unless it's the Dour Hands, but that's a bit further away. We can avoid them. But yeah, that makes sense why they're called frog locks instead of toad locks, right? I honestly thought toads also jumped. Okay, let's see what they do here. If I'm able to see it, because there's a lot of like grass and foliage. But when I attack this toad, how does it go towards me? It is hopping like a little bit, right? But I guess it doesn't jump very high, I don't know. Or it's not an accurate portrayal. But we got one toadstone, rest in peace. You poor thing. Of course, every time I see the name Toad, I see the word Toad, I'm reminded of not Super Smash Brothers. I was gonna say Super Smash Brothers, but Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers. Why are those mushroom people called Toads? Or why are some of them with the name Toad? Of all the names they gave them, why Toad? Such a weird name. And then you have like an actual like giant toad enemy with wart. Oh, Toadstool. But why? Princess Peach Toadstool. What do they have to do with toads? That makes it even weirder. That raises even more questions. Why? Yeah, Princess Toadstool. Oh yeah. It's a mushroom? Ah, okay, okay. Alright, so that makes sense. Thank you, Akadi. Yeah, when you isolate just the toad word, then you start wondering, why a toad? What do toads and mushrooms have in common? Maybe you find them kind of together, especially in a place like the Shire, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's the explanation. I remember a long time ago, when I was starting up in the human dimension, and I was still a child. In one of my classes, I was like, the teacher was asking, do you know what toad means? And I said, oh, I know this, toad means mushroom. And she said, nope. And I was like blown away. What? It doesn't mean mushroom. Then what the hell have I been looking at in the Mario games that I love so much? How old was I? I was like 6 years old maybe. So I was wondering, what the hell? I thought I had an answer that nobody had for a moment, but no, it wasn't that. And the way the teacher said no to me, it's like she has had somebody else answer that. Like she is familiar with like Super Mario Brothers and children loving it and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm speculating for nothing, but the way she answered it, at least the way I remember, was like she expected that answer. Your teacher was a gamer? Maybe she was. She was old. She was old. She may have been in her 50s at the time. From the way she looked. She looked like she was maybe in her 50s. Oh, what a wonderful teacher she was. She was so kind. She was so nice. But yeah. She's the one who gave that answer first. Plot twist. Yeah. Wouldn't that be cool though? I hope she's doing well. She might even be retired by now, who knows? Some teachers are insane and they even continue teaching into their 70s and their 80s. What the hell is going through their mind? They are absolute nutcases. They belong in a mental house. They belong in an asylum. They belong in Arkham with the Joker and company. Teaching in your 70s and 80s, why would you do that to yourself? I'm just being cheeky, Hey, I'm saying that because I do have teaching experience, and to think that I would be doing that all the way until that age, I am insane, but not in that way. There was an admirable teacher that I met in college. She was like, oh, in her 80s at the time. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, but how old is she now? Is she retired by now? Knowing her, she's not gonna retire until she dies. She was an absolute powerhouse of a person, let me tell you that. Like, before you went into her class, into her subject, everybody's always warning you, she's gonna be very strict, she's gonna be very, yeah, you know, you're gonna have to keep your wits about you in her class. And to an extent that was true, but not as bad as they said it would be. Not as like terrifying as they said it would be. But she's one of those that's like very, very strict and very... She's gonna be very strict in class. Well, even the word strict doesn't seem to fit her in my opinion, but anyway. She would be very, in lack of a better word, military-like in class, but outside of it, she's the most sweet of sweethearts that you could think about. But as I said, she's an absolute powerhouse of a person. But what they were saying was true in the sense that you can't allow yourself to get too distracted in her class. You need to keep your wits about you. And she had a way of keeping everybody's attention because there were activities in which she would call out people to give answers. So you never know when your name is going to be picked. She picks it randomly, for the most part. So you always have to be on the lookout. Hello, TD! Welcome to the channel. How's it going? I'm going on a tangent talking about teachers. And that tangent came from talking about what the word toad meant. Funny enough. These toads, you can barely see them because of like all the grass and the stuff around it. Great ambience though, great ambience, great mapping. Oh, I got a steel token, I forget. I get all those steel tokens, yes. Let's continue questing normally and we'll get all those steel tokens. You know what I'm gonna do with them? I'm just going to exchange them for a bunch of marks. How many do I have right now? I have 18,362 marks. May as well get more, right? Am I new to LOTRO? I am not. There's still a ton I haven't seen because I am a huge alcoholic, TD. But this is a new character that I've created. And I think we just leveled up. Can we get an exclamation mark level up in the chat for that level 12? Let's go. But this is a new character because I've been creating a character for every class. And now this is nearly every character created now. This is the 10th character, a Hobbit Warden. The only one I have left is the Brawler class, which I think is going to be a dwarf. No, I don't think. I know it's going to be a dwarf. What server do I play on? Laurelin. Always on the Laurelin server. You had an econ teacher in high school who was rich enough from mining stocks that he could retire like 40, but he still taught. He was one of your favorite teachers. At the start of class, he talked about economic news, and after class, me and a friend would just shoot the shit with him about whatever came to mind. Nice, nice. Yeah, a lot of the teachers that still stay, like past retirement age, do so because they do love it. This doesn't necessarily mean, though, that they're going to be good teachers. But I have found that the majority of those teachers that have stayed are good teachers. Some incredible individuals that I met as teachers in my life that were just so unique in their teaching method. And yeah, you could tell they had the respect of their peers and their students. Truly admirable, truly admirable. But yes, let's go back and turn in... Well, actually, we're not gonna turn in this Toad quest because we're closer now to Greyfall Boffin from the looks of it. So we're gonna continue on with refurbishing the town hall. And I wonder if we should acquire the quests that we have here. I guess we should. We might as well. But let's talk first with Greyfall Boffin.
A lovely day, isn't it?
I know what you were thinking. That I stole the money, but I didn't! I was taking the money on a shortcut across the bog to Overhill, where the carpenters are working today, and these rag-looking dwarves came running down at me from the north. It's the Dour Hands. Your band's on that place on Laurelin? Nice. Yes, there's a ton of music events in Laurelin. There's a ton of music events everywhere. But Laurelin kinda gets more of them than other servers because it has that role-playing lean. that role-playing focus. It kind of encourages those sorts of activities more. Landroval is similar for that reason, and I think it's the reason why Weatherstock is hosted there, right? But no, like, I know there's major events in Gladden too. Just go to LOTRO Artists. Was it LOTROartists.com? I don't remember the actual URL, but... Actually, now's a good time to take a look at that. Let me see. Yes, it is LOTROartists.com. We have Wicked, the LOTRO adaptation of the musical Wicked, based on the music of Steven Schwartz, Friday, April 29th, Saturday, April 30th. This weekend on the Brandywine server. Minas Tirith Blue Theater. Fascinating. There's gonna be a live stream at twitch.tv/xxJinskyXS. Shirefest 2022 on June 17th and 19th on the Crick Hollow server. What else do we have? I mean, Weatherstock, I feel like it should be announced at this point. It should be like June or July. The Lilta Elvelyn Spring Gala, Sunday, May 1st, this Sunday. Music suitable for the High Elf Dance. Fascinating, fascinating. On the Landroval server. Is there a Weatherstock coming soon? Spring Fling 6th on the Brandywine server. What else? What else is there? Let's take a look at the calendar. Anything on the Laurelin server? The Night of the Muses. That was... Wait, why does it say the 30th? I'm confused. Wednesday the 30th? What do you mean Wednesday the 30th? Oh no, that was last month. That's March 30. No. We are here. This is the week where we are. The Pony Party Laurelin, which is... Wait, what is that actually? Is it related to Green Dragon Friday by any chance? There's nearly always some music band playing outside the Prancing Pony. Sometimes even inside. Either they're rehearsing or they're doing an impromptu concert. Or a planned concert, right? So there's no shortage of music, my friends. Oh yeah, there's Green Dragon Friday. Oh, this is Saturday. Okay. That'd be a good idea to attend. Let me take a look at more details about that if they have them here. This should also be in the Laurelin archives. Weekly round robin at the Prancing Pony stables. At the stables, okay. Every single one. Oh, yes, I've seen this. It's just like Dwarf's Night Out. I've seen this. I can't recall if it was a Saturday when I saw it, but yeah. It's a circle that literally gathers around and they switch songs. Yeah. So, Dwarf's Night Out happens every Monday. Similar start time. 2:30 p.m. server time. I assume that's server time. Or it could be my local time, I'm not sure. But because my local time is similar to server time. And yeah, Mondays. Man, I need to go back to doing that. But we are on an ad break right now, so we'll get back to talking about this in a moment. Let me drink the rest of my tea because it's gone colder now. And I've nearly finished this. You may have heard the pouring right there. If I ever do an ASMR stream, I'm definitely going to be drinking tea for that. And making the tea experience part of it. Oh, that would be lovely, wouldn't it? Yes, it would be. They had axes and looked like they meant to use them, so I don't mind saying I ran as fast as I could back to town. But I drugged the bag with the money along the way and turned my ankle too. I was just trying to come up with some way to tell the mayor the bad news when you showed up. I think those dwarves came out of the Roshok bog east of here, about halfway to Overhill. I expect the bag is in their camp. You'll know it by the large wooden bulwarks that protect it. If you can recover the bag of money, please bring it back to Assistant Fallowhide with my apologies. That's perfectly fine, Griffon, it's not your fault. Those are scoundrels that assaulted you. How barbaric! How can we have this sort of thing in the Shire? What have we come to? What has the world come to? She's part of the pie delivery quest, isn't she? I imagine. You'll be playing a small part in the Wicked show? Nice! You play every Sunday night. That's great to hear, TD. My time nowadays when it comes to playing LOTRO, or really anything outside of the stream, or anything that requires a bigger time investment than just like a few minutes or something I can just jump into for a quick game session, like, you know, an Apex Legends or Fortnite or Master Duel, whatever, it's difficult for me to find the time for that nowadays, so I haven't been as active as I used to be in music events in LOTRO. Or rather, in Laurelland music events, because I don't really have many characters outside of this server, if any.
How do you do?
Robin Smallborough sent you. Hello then. We may have a few things for you to do around here. These dwarves are mostly fine, steady, law-abiding folk, if a bit touchy at times. But some of them... Well, let's just say a few of these dwarves are not good neighbors at all. Not at all. Yes, I assume that's an understatement. Chop's helmet. Looks like a good one. Though I am a bit under level for this area. This is a good helmet, but I kinda want to continue wearing my Bounder uniform, as I call it. I'm even gonna lock the Bounder feather cap because I want to make it a cosmetic item for an outfit. Which is... Okay, yeah. We're gonna put it as a cosmetic outfit here. I'm gonna be like a specially armored Bounder. Yeah. Even as a Bounder, that doesn't quite look right. Or maybe I should just remove the chest piece. It really doesn't fit. Yeah, it looks better like this. It's still mostly the equipment, but it looks fine with the rest of the outfit I'm wearing. Let me see the other outfits I had. Yeah, this one would be replaced with something different. It's sort of an incomplete outfit. Oh yeah. See, if I were to go to Green Dragon Friday, this is how much I would look. Oh yeah, we have this one. And yeah. And then another party sort of outfit, more casual. The weapons show up, but they don't actually show up if I were to equip the outfit. I have them hidden. I don't know why they show them on the cosmetic outfit selection screen, but they're not supposed to be there. Right, I'm gonna come back to this area eventually, so that's okay. Deliver Bolger.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Gracious me, am I glad to see you. You see, my cow Daffodil, she's gone missing, and I suspect some foul play. Yesterday a dwarf came by my farm. Olwer was his name, and he wanted to buy my Daffodil. Well, I couldn't sell her, she's the only cow I got. He didn't seem to take that well. I think he may have come back and stolen her. Now, I don't know where he might have taken her, but I do remember that his boots were caked in mud. I'll wager he was out tromping about in Russia Bog. Maybe that's where he took her. Start looking at Troll's Knoll, southeast of here. Alright, so Daffodil seems to be the thing we have the closest to us. So we'll go for that one. Hey, a mail deliverer. I can tell they're doing the mail delivery quest. They're looking great. But alright, we have a lot to do here around the Russia Bog. No more toad killing. Oh, and now that we don't have to kill them anymore, we find like 3 of them, 4 of them, so close to each other. Or maybe it's because this is like the area where they are more frequent. You can't always rely on the minimap to give you the most accurate information. But it's the best I could have. If I were a hunter, yeah, I would have a much easier time finding them. I keep saying, the hunter is the most OP class in the game because I'm not talking just about combat. I'm talking about the quality of life. That makes him so overpowered. Faster run speed, a taxi, Uber everywhere. And, well, and then a campsite fire on top of that. And then also they can just find any creature that they're looking for, or nearly every creature. Look at that. Now that's a scary thing. What was this troll? What is the lore behind this troll, by the way? Was that related to Bilbo's travels? Because I know that the trolls he encountered were like in the troll shows. So it's not this one, but what is the story behind this one? What happened to this one? Oh no, Daffodil. Bless her heart. This poor cow looks like he was attacked and partially eaten by a large beast of some kind. Around its neck you find a bronze bell. But what happened though? What is that? What is that bell? I would have thought it's the troll itself, except that they were already calling the area Troll's Knoll. So the troll statue, the frozen troll, was already there. What is going on? It's gotta be some warg or something. Because if these are Dour Hand dwarfs, they probably have some wargs with them. Let's go turn in this quest though. In the meantime though, if anybody is new to the channel, welcome to the multi-dimensional madhouse. I am your superstar host, the multi-dimensional Tajigen Kaiden. I think I am one of the few VTubers who streams LOTRO, so I'm always proud to say I am a superstar, a sentient star cluster brought into human-ish form for the worlds of VTubing, idling, Middle Earth, and more. If you like what you're seeing, your support is always appreciated with a follow, or perhaps taking it a step further by taking a look at my other social media, subscribing, cheering bits, and all of that fun stuff. But oh dear, let's see what comes of this.
It's terrible. Just terrible.
Oh aye, this is my daffodil's bell. What could have attacked her so horribly? And why did that dwarf take her? Poor daffodil, poor thing. Someone needs to pay for this. Please, you need to do something.
Could I take a moment of your time?
That Olwer has to pay for stealing my daffodil, and for leaving her out in the bog to be killed like that. The dwarves who pass through Needlehole may not pay any mind to ordinary hobbits, but I reckon they'll listen to a Bounder of the Watch. You go tell Bounder Chop about this, and maybe you two can keep that dwarf from getting away with this. Bounder Chop is on the south side of Needlehole. Tell him about my poor daffodil and do something about this Olwer. Well, yes, he's right here. He's right here. I mean, he's right in front of you, but yeah.
Oh, good day.
What? Filbert's cow is dead, and he suspects a dwarf? This is outrageous. Most of the dwarves who pass through here are an agreeable lot, but lately there's been more than a few rascals about. I don't know this Olwer, but it wouldn't surprise me if he was one of that bad lot. The problem is I can't go off accusing dwarves of being thieves without proof. That would upset the whole lot, and we'll probably never find the one responsible. What to do?
Good day.
I've got
Can I
it.
have a word with you?
There's a dwarf by the name of Ulfar, with whom I've had some dealings in the past. He might be of some help. I think he's a sort of overseer for the dwarves or some such. In fact, just the other day there was a bit of a tussle between two of his folk, and Ulfar waded in and broke it up. The other dwarves seem to respect him, so he might know something about his people here that will be of use to us. You should be able to find Ulfar up among the dwarf buildings north of Needlehole. Tell him what you told me, and hopefully he'll be able to help us. Aye aye. And in the meantime, let's use that gift Matham. 1400 reputation with the Matham house. That's quite a lot. That's quite a lot. Isn't this where we start getting into the border between Ered Luin and yeah, Ered Luin and oh no, wait! No. This is no longer This no longer leads to Ered Luin. Now it leads to the Yonder Shire. Did I get that right? Oh, this is so cool. I didn't know it worked like that. I actually didn't know where the Yonder Shire itself was. So now we no longer border with Ered Luin. We border with the Yonder Shire, and then it leads into Ered Luin. Oh, I love it. I want to go into the border just to see what it's like now. And I want to go to Ered Luin too, to see how it is when you go into the Yonder Shire itself. Wow. Let's synchronize that stable master. Oh, this is so cool. Wait.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Bull Roarer's Way. Is that in the Yonder Shire? By any chance? Because I don't remember a name like that. Foxton Road. No Bottle. Tyfield. Those kind of sound like new areas to me, but I'm not sure. Let me see. Gotta go to the border first. Let me go to the border and see what it feels like, because I remember the border between Ered Luin and the Shire so well. Now it's gonna feel different. And take a look at this mount. It's new to me because it's one of those mounts that was given to me that I didn't have before from the gifts they've been giving pretty much everyone. Everyone that's at least level 2 or so, right? I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, this will be fun. I know I'm under leveled, but that's okay. Tanoshimi da na. I remember a while ago in the Harnkegger Games, another great role-playing event that I hope comes back. It hasn't been around for a few years. We had an activity that happened around here. It may have been a fishing activity. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Is this the border? Yes, we are going to the Yonder Shire. Bingo Boffin! Well, hello there. Why am I not surprised to see you here? Loto's Bounder. Ah, yes. Loto is up to no good in the Yonder Shire. Okay, there was no transition. I thought there was gonna be a transition like in Ered Luin, but it just transitions smoothly into it. Oh, it's gonna be so much fun to do this content. You know, I have half a mind to log out right now and take a look at the level of Grizzleberg, Grizzleberg might be the right level for the Yondershire. Just to see if he has the right level. I'm still gonna do like the Yondershire area with Machai. As I said I would. But okay, let's go talk to Ulfar. So we'll have to go all the way back there. Demo daijoubu desu. That's fine. Should I be using one of my mount speed boosts right now? What's the one that gave me the mount speed boost? Do I have that boost or did I put it in the vault? Or maybe I never received it. Oh, actually, now is a good opportunity to keep using the trail food, cooked food, all of that stuff. And I'm gonna take that meat as well. Receive now this comp and drink in happy hour. Yes. Just like a true hobbit. Eating a 3-course meal with a drink. Well, 4-course meal if you count the drink, right? I like a true hobbit right there. You know, there's still a pandemic going on, right? And I am being careful about it. I'm not an idiot about these things, but the past few weeks, I returned to this restaurant that I haven't been to in years, because the last time I was there was before the Spanish Crown affliction started, and oh, it was so lovely to go back in there. Like, it's a place that serves pretty much all day, but I go in there mostly for the breakfasts. I just love like breakfast restaurants. There's just such a lovely thing to starting your day like that with a high quality restaurant experience. But yeah, like, oh, I missed it so badly, so badly. It was a great experience to be going back in there. If I'm able to, you know what I would like to do, depending on the time. The next time I have a special stream event like we had last Saturday, I would love, before the stream, I would love to go there and start my day with that. Because whenever I go to those places, it feels like it's gonna be a major day, like there's gonna be a major event. That's how it feels when I have a great restaurant experience like that. I mean, it feels like a major event to go to a restaurant. I don't know. I'm not somebody that's like rich enough to be going every night or every other night like some people. So maybe that's why it feels special to me. I don't know. And because it's not just the food, it's the whole experience, right? And my God, I missed that place. I missed that place so much. So it's been great going back to it. And yeah, that just reminded me about it. A very lovely breakfast. Different kinds of eggs that they serve. I have my favorite type of egg that they serve there. I forget the name of it, but it's egg with like a bunch of things. Cream, mushrooms, cheese, among other things. I have a cinnamon croissant that is like, wow, incredible. They serve high quality coffee in there. Sadly, they don't have good tea. Few places that I know have good tea, if any. But that's alright, like the coffee's still fine. And of course, good juices and shakes. I got myself like a shake of a bunch of berries, and guess what color that shake was? It was purple. My favorite purple shake there to start the day. I have a baked potato with ham and turkey, bacon and cheese, and stuff for dinner. Might add egg. Oh yes. Yeah, not unlike the sort of things we're having in here, right? For the Hobbit meals and all that. I supervise the dwarves here, keeping them well fed and well supplied. What can I do for you?
Well met.
Aye, it doesn't surprise me that Allweir is involved in this. A number of dwarves passing through lately are of low character, and he's the worst. I wish I could tell you where he was, but I've not seen him about for a few days. Those other dwarves might have seen him. In fact, just the other day, I saw a bunch of them crowding around a parchment of some sort. I didn't catch what they were talking about, but I did hear Allweir's name mentioned. That parchment could have been their orders. If you could go out to Roshik Bog and acquire a few of those letters from the dwarf hunters out there, we might learn what Allweir is up to. I'm starting to remember this questline. Starting to. Okay, yes, we should take the mount next. So did I have that mount speed or not? That mount speed boost, I just wanted to make sure. We have the rate of special passage, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna use it. Yeah, and going back to that restaurant, kind of like awoke a foodie sort of like spirit in me that I usually don't have. And I just started window shopping some menus from other places the other day. I'm not an idiot though. I made sure that I at least ate before looking at those menus. You know what I haven't had in a while that I do miss? I love crepes. I would like to have like all sorts of crepes again. But I'm more of the simple kind of crepes, like not those that are very loaded or like meant to be like a full meal. I mean just a simple crepe just composed of like jam or marmalade or just cheese and or just cream and chocolate, something like that. Those kinds of variants, right? With not a lot inside of them. But then having a bunch of them together. Okay, we're looking for the Dour Hand Hunters. We have to go inside the encampment anyway. But yeah, let's take on this one first. Let's see what combo we got here. Okay. Did we get anything from here? I wonder if we have to look at the pending loot or if it's just gonna drop like that. Let's go for the Dour Hand Trapper. For the pending trapper, I was gonna say. Silly me. I'm just doing the combos randomly in case you couldn't notice. We're gonna have an enemy here. Hold on, I think we can take them from a distance. We might aggro more than one, I'm not sure. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. Yeah! Because why not? It's kind of fun to do them randomly like that. I would have thought a Dour Hand Hunter would be a ranged attacker, but it seems... Oh, they are. The last one came to me, though. Okay, okay, they only have a few ranged attacks. Okay, I see now. I see now. Like, maybe it would be beneficial to me to look deeper into the Warden combos, but... that would only happen if I choose to focus with this Warden fully. This brings me into another topic that I want to bring up. When I finish with all the characters, and this would involve the Brawler, when I finish doing all the characters I wanted to do in LOTRO, getting a sample of what every class has to offer, I think I'm gonna make a poll. Choosing between all 11 characters, letting you all Maniacs, Superstars, LOTRO family select which is gonna be my main character, because yeah, focusing on like switching between 11 characters is gonna make me take an eternity to get through the game. It was sort of the intention I had at the beginning of the year to do it like that, but well, it's just not viable. It's just not viable. So the best course of action would be to choose one character to focus on. I could be going for Bolston, my main character and my highest level character right now, but I figure maybe it is more fun if I let you all choose. You may well end up choosing Bolston, who knows? And I'm fine with that too. But whatever you end up choosing, I think we're gonna focus on that character for the stream and the stream only. For, yeah, going forward. When it comes to their leveling, or rather they're going through the story. It's the story and it's the questing that I'm concerned with. Not so much the leveling. The leveling comes with it, mostly, right? But it's not the levels themselves that I'm concerned about. So yeah, if you go for somebody that's as low level as Matchai, then yeah, it's still gonna take a while before I get to the current content, but I'm okay with that. That does mean, however, that it will give me free reign to go for any other characters outside of the stream. If I ever want to play LOTRO and see the rest of the story outside of the stream and I have higher level characters, like again Bolston or Alterborn or who have you. Who, what have you. Maybe this is not the best approach. Maybe it's not the worst approach. I don't know. But alright, we got the money bag. And we also need the order, so we still need to take care of some dwarf hunters. I mean, the dour hand hunters. We still... Oh, wait. There we go. It is independent loot. Okay. Let me read them, though. To the dwarf all weird, son of the dour hands and loyal to our cause. Word of your promises reach my ears, and you will be great in my eyes. If you can deliver on it. You will be great in my eyes if you can deliver on it. If a stone troll might be captured in this land called Shire, I will reward you with riches beyond any you or your fathers have seen. Do not fail in this, for punishment will come as swiftly as reward. Skorgrim Dourhand, mightiest. What did the cow have to do with that? And yeah, they probably wanted... We can't get out from here, can we? Okay. They probably wanted to get that troll to revive it or something, but where does the cow figure into this? Let's see, I'm gonna try to escape despite drawing the aggro from them. Hopefully they don't knock me down. Even if they knock me down, I can just continue running. Especially since I have a boost that allows me to run a little bit faster, I think. When they're attacking me. But I'd rather they didn't knock me down. So, yeah. There's more dour hand scoundrels over there. Anything else that might be worth checking in pending loot? Let me take a look. Here's dour hand orders, age scraps of text. A lot of stuff that are trophies for deeds and stuff. And reputation boosting. But I don't want to bother with them with this character. When I finally figure out which character is going to bother with them, maybe the one we choose out of that poll that I would like to do, after we finish like doing a character of every class, yeah, maybe I'm going to use the special carry-all that they gave, because only one character may have it. Matcha is the one that got it, because she was the first character I logged in with when they gave those out, but she hasn't opened it yet, so as long as she doesn't open it, she can send it to any character, and they will be able to use it like that. Ulfar, I have some bad news, my friend. Some bad news.
What do you need?
Aye, good you found them. As I told you, that bunch is up to no good. Now hand the letters over. I'd like to look over them. The fools! These orders you found weren't written by Olwer. Some dwarf named Skorgrim promises riches if Olwer can deliver. I hardly believe it. A stone troll. I paid no mind to the all-wife tales of such creatures in the bog, but Olwer must have listened and promised one as a gift. I cannot imagine what a dwarf would want with such a vile creature, but it can be for any good purpose. Right, we have a hammer that we could use, but I still want to insist on using a spear. So let's get those pork sausages.
Might you lend me an ear?
And yeah, they do occupy more space in the inventory, but that's perfectly fine. Let's lock them. Let's lock them. We don't need to organize the inventory like this. It's fine. Who would have thought the death of a cow would uncover a plot such as this? We must foil Olwer's plans, and if he has captured a troll, we must slay it. Fortunately, I have learned where Olwer and his dwarves are camping. They can be found in the north of Russia Bog. However, getting into the camp and slaying this stone troll, if they have one, will not be easy. We will need help. Gather a party of warriors. If there are any to be found in this land, then return here. Make sure to gather sturdy warriors, for the battle ahead will not be easy. Ooh, this is small fellowship quest. If I can find anybody that can do this for me, that would be great. But I think I'm just gonna leave this for later, for when I am a bit over leveled, and we can do it then. Because I'm very on level for it, and well, this is meant to be a tanking class and all that, but I'm not gonna be ready if I'm going to do it like this. So let's leave it for now, and we'll continue doing the other quests that we have to do. So let's remove this from the tracker, and let's put something else like this spider plague thing. We will talk to the keeper, Brombard Foxtail. How far away are we from that area? 1,029 meters. Let's get to the stable master that we had over there. Maybe we can get there. Keeper, Brombard, Foxtail. Where should we go? We're in Needlehole. I mean, we could just go to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒. We have a bunch of things to do in there, so let's just go there. Never mind. We're just gonna take the milestone to get there quickly. Yush! Let's save that time. Let's save that time. That's more efficient. How is everyone doing though? I hope everybody's having a nice Thursday. And I hope this stream is fun for you. As fun as it is for me. For me, it's always a great experience to be going through the story of a game. In this case, it's a story that I have already seen before, but it's been a long time since I have seen it. So, it is mostly new to me in that sense. And going with a different character is nice, of course.
Dear me, what do you want?
Are you doing anything in LOTRO today? Anything that you have been doing in LOTRO lately? Or any other game for that matter? Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that Griffo is alright. A terrible thing, but it's worked out in the end. I'll make sure the carpenters get their money, and with no shortcuts through the buck this time. What should we get here? The fellow has shield. It's specifically a warden shield, so yeah, let's get that. Specifically for me. Let's see, I have other things around here. Keeper Brombar Foxtail, yes. This might be in the Matham house, right? Or close to it. It's a dangerous business, Frodo. Going out your doorstep. You never know what adventure may find you. You could be swept off your feet. That's not how the quote goes exactly, but I think I paraphrased it enough. I believe it was... Who was it that said it? Gandalf or Bilbo? I could see either one of them saying that. But I see Bilbo being more like the one who said it.
Hello there.
Excellent, so this is it. Let me take a look at it. Yes, interesting. Wonderful. It is a complete copy of the writ and is in a bit better condition than the one already in the Matham house. Thank you for your efforts. I trust it wasn't too difficult to acquire, was it? I don't remember actually. What is it that I did? Well, that's okay.
Hello there.
Good day to you. So Adelaide is looking for the rocket that he sent here? Well, yes, I have it. In fact, I haven't had the chance to do anything with it yet, actually. A moment, please. Ah, here you are. Be careful. Although it is quite old, I would wager that since it was made by Gandalf the Great, it is still potent. And we find the metal stage in Bywater, which I believe has a quest right now for the anniversary festival, right? We might be able to do it. I believe it requires the aid of other players to do, if it's the one I'm thinking about. Let's find that metal stage then. This could be fun. Here we have the bingo bumping quest starter, but I'm not doing it because, again, I'm not sure how far I'm gonna make it with this character for now. And that requires to go to other higher level areas at some point. The peaceful feeling of the Shire never escapes me, so I'm just taking in the ambience right now while going through here. Especially through these areas, just a bunch of peaceful farming fields with the sunflowers there that were so important in that Spring Festival quest that I'm still so fond of. I love those festival quests so much. Oh no, this is a housing broker. Let's just ignore that. No. Let's mount again. Hey, now we get to use that beautiful boar. Ah, yes, the Elder Slate boar. Ah, how lovely. How lovely. Now everybody gets a boar, basically. Though I think it's only while you log in during the anniversary festival time. Do correct me if I'm wrong, though. Oh, we got another toad right here, a wild hill toad. That one looks very different. And hello there, what do we have here? Why is it giving me the host alert instead of the raid alert? Hello? What's going on? Hold on, let me have the proper raid alert for that. Great timing, Headbanger. It should be coming up now. Headbanger, hold on, let's listen.
We'll die for our king, we'll die for our king, and our souls will be stained by their blood. We'll die for our our swords will be stained by
their blood. Hey, since it's Headbanger rating us right now, I just want to give a shout out to the song that is that jingle comes from. And it's a song from a heavy metal album by Christopher Lee called Charlemagne 2, The Omens of Death. I highly recommend that you listen to it. It's fantastic. But let's acknowledge the raid. It's good to see you too, Bom Bom. Very glad you could make it. But here we have an invasion from another dimension from Headbanger90. You rated me just as the advertisements were ending right there, so it's good timing. Welcome, Headbanger90, Raiders, Foxy106, Silas, who is also now a superstar. Thank you so much for that follow. And let's go! Yes! With 11 plus invaders. Thank you so much for that raid. How was your stream? Can we give a shout out if anybody is there to give a shout out? Any wielders of the Emerald Sword to give a shout out to Headbanger90? What were you playing? What were you up to today? Welcome, Raiders. And yeah, Barry, I love the outfit so much because it also has a bunch of different variations here. So this is a lot of fun. Welcome, everybody. I am the multi-dimensional Hajigen Kaiden, a sentient star cluster brought into human-ish form for the worlds of VTubing, idling, and more, such as Middle-earth. This is the dimension we're traveling to right now, a dimension that we frequent so much, and I love so much. We are currently as a Hobbit Warden, so that is the dimension we're using right now. Welcome, everybody. It's good to have you here. You finished Salty Face. Ooh, congratulations. Remind me, what is Salty Face about? You just finished stream, so I'm gonna go take a shower and get food. Nice. Great timing coming in after the stream too, Barry. And have a good shower. Thank you for the lurk from the shadows. Oh yes, the hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate, Silas. Am I saying it right? Is this Silas or Silas? Yes, we just got banged with the raid. Yes, it's great timing with the raid, as I said. Salty Face is a psychological horror game. It was really good. Ooh. But how long do you think it took you to do that, Headbanger? What did you do? Did you do a 100% run on it? I don't know what kind of game it is. Maybe there's extra things to do. Like, did you do any side quests, if it has anything like that? Did you collect anything? If it has any collectibles? Yeah, you see, we have the fireworks event here, but... I can't... Oh! Well, we do have this one. Hold on, yeah, let's set off the fireworks on the metal stage. This is not the anniversary festival quest. This is just a regular quest that you get on the Shire. Just story? Okay. Oh, Silas, I'm so sorry to hear that. You should not be getting 5 ads in a row. We were literally ending an ad break when you came in. The whole reason why I have 90-second ad breaks every 30 minutes is so that we have them off for 30 minutes for, you know, situations like a raid or anything like that. So that's weird. So does that mean, Headbanger, that it has any side content in it? Yes, so let me see. Ered Lewin, Last Homely House, Weathertop, The Part 3, excuse me. And Tom Bombadil's house. Should I be accepting this quest with Machai? Well, you know, I may as well accept it. So it's launching a bunch of different color fireworks in different places across Middle-earth. I'm not gonna read the quest dialogue though, because I don't think I'll be doing it right now. Let's remove it from the tracker, and we'll continue doing the other quests. There's a lot of replay value of hidden puzzles. Oh. Sounds like a challenge, alright. Are you planning to do it at all? Or are you gonna move on to other games now? What other games do you play, Headbanger? What other games does Headbanger play, Raiders? Do let me know about that. Myself, if you're ever interested, I play MMORPGs the most because I have a huge love for them. And RPGs, as a matter of fact. We were talking about all the MMORPGs that I can't play because, you know, there's only so much time that I have for them. But later this year, I'm going to start Final Fantasy 11 or 14. I'm still undecided on that, but I've been going insane about starting Final Fantasy 11 instead of 14 because it's the 20th anniversary this year. But I've also been branching out to new games, or games that I haven't played in a long time, that I don't usually play, like Apex Legends, like Fortnite, which we will have tomorrow, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, which has been great to me, but I'm kind of abandoning the game right now because It's getting stale at this point. Maybe I'll wait for the next festival or major event. I can go back to that. But I'm thinking of maybe starting a single-player game soon. It may be an RPG, it may not. The puzzles are very difficult, well, some are. You're moving on, Headbanger? Okay. They're easy if you're big brain, though. Oh, I am not big brain. If I played that game, I would be terrible at it. I would just need you to carry me. Chat would be carrying me. You would be, like, backseating the hell out of me for that. Now, I suck with quests. It wouldn't be a good experience. How is Headbanger with them, though? Hehe, a man of culture. Yeah. I mean, as you can see, we're playing the Lord of the Rings Online right now. An MMO that I'll never stop playing, I think. I will stop playing it when the game stops being live, which is probably not accurate to say, because if the game ever stops being live, I think people will just create their own private servers and stuff like that for that, to revive it.
Please, leave me to my sorrow.
Oh, I can tell by the smell of your clothes that you fired off the rocket. Wonderful. Surely this will appease the old Took's ghost. I'm going to go check in the library right now and make sure. I have a good feeling about this, though. I'm sure this has appeased his ghost. And before I continue with this quest, just to mention a few of the other MMOs that I've played, that, well, they've taken a back seat because, as I said, the problem with branching out to so many MMOs, especially since I'm an alcoholic, is that it takes a while for me to progress through them. But the other ones I have played are Star Wars: The Old Republic and The Elder Scrolls Online. Adventure Quest 3D also, that hasn't been seen on the stream for a while, but it's also been here. Technically, World of Warcraft was also here, but that's pretty much, like, completely buried in the past now. But it's worth mentioning, right? The old Took Spirits has to be at rest now. Why do I get the feeling this didn't work for the old Took? What's up, Adelard?
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
I am simply at my wit's end. Nothing we have done has appeased the old Took's ghost. I can think of nothing else to do. I would never have my library back. What to do? What to do? Wait. No, it's too terrible to ask. But I must have my library back. You have done so much for me already, but can I ask you to muster up your courage and face the old Took's ghost yourself? With great caution, enter my library, and perhaps, since you have done so much to try and appease him, the old Took will grant you an audience. His presence seems to be the strongest in the far corner of the room, by my small bookshelf. Do please be careful. I seem to not be the only one that's going in, so let's see. Let's see. Just a warning, if you do end up playing it, it does have lots of blood, some language, a slur, and naked people. Other than that, it's a really good story. It's 18+ for a reason. If I were to stream that game, which I don't, because to be fair, to be truthful, Silas, those are not my kinds of games. I'm not into horror games and puzzle games for that matter, so both types of games are not my type, but the channel does have the 18+ warning because I do fucking curse sometimes, and so pardon that. And I do that so that I'm open to playing those kinds of games, you know? Maybe I'll have something like Mortal Kombat someday, maybe I will have a horror game someday, maybe Dead by Daylight or something like that. So yeah, there's those things. You gonna play Dragonflight? What was Dragonflight again? It sounds extremely familiar. Hold on a minute, what is Dragonflight? Dragonflight. What is Dragonflight? Oh, World of Warcraft. Okay. Yeah. No, I'm not playing it. I wasn't that much of a WoW player. I mentioned it, but I didn't really do that much in the retail version. I am completely unfamiliar with, like, a lot of it. I play mostly Classic. And it was literally my first time ever experiencing WoW. I went in as a brand new player into WoW Classic when it first launched in 2019. But then I stopped playing it because I just didn't have the time to continue it, nor the budget to continue paying for a subscription, especially for a game that I wasn't playing that much, you know? And then Blizzard just gave me good reasons not to support them. That is another story. But still, those are the reasons why I didn't continue with it, so yeah, safe to say I won't be going for Dragonflight. I hope it's exciting and it brings good things for everybody that's gonna play it, though. I heard bad things about Shadowlands. Well, I don't know about that. But yeah. Oh, World of Warcraft would be a huge rabbit hole for me if I really went into it. Because I'm the type that wants to create a character for every race and every class. And with all the allied races and stuff like that, oh my god. Especially because they have a unique starting story, and it's about me, it's about seeing all the stories, for heaven's sake. I want to see what they have to do in their starting areas and all that. They all have unique intros, I've seen them. They're all there on YouTube, and it looks fascinating. The Lightforged Draenei, the other trolls that look like ancient Mesoamerican type of culture trolls. That looks like so much fun, but yeah. There's shooting games on Roblox if you're into games like that. Generally not, but I am not like not open to suddenly playing them, especially if they're free to play. As I said, I've been really open to playing a lot of free to play games that I wouldn't have been open to playing before, like Apex, like Fortnite. I'm thinking of maybe giving a try to Valorant since Apex hasn't quite worked out for me. And Fortnite, it depends on what they do next with it, right? Zero build is what got me to play it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even touched it. And I've only been playing zero build. I don't want to bother with the build version. It's too stressful for me. I really want to have a game right now that I play that has a bunch of seasons in it. Oh, you know what this reminds me of? I think I might be going back to Fall Guys. That's a game that I used to play. But then I started rage quitting. I started getting salty. I started molding over that. Roblox is free. Nice. There you go. There you go. So it could be one I try out. I've heard the name Roblox thrown around a lot. It's not a name I'm unfamiliar with, but that's all I know about it. I don't really know what it is exactly. But what was I gonna say? I want to play a game that has seasons in it. That's why Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel was exciting for me at first, but again, it's gotten very stale as of late. And I'm sort of abandoning it. Those Battle Royale games that have like seasons and battle passes, they're the same. And I've been wanting to give them a try. And then there's Fall Guys that is very similar. And I wanted to give that one a try again. So maybe I'll go back to that next week, or we'll see. I'm usually not into shooting games, but Big Paintball is really fun. It's on Roblox. That sounds like fun. Yeah, Fortnite. What's also fun about Fortnite is that they added a bunch of different game modes, and that is like, wow. As you near the shelf, it starts to shake and shiver. Something is hiding behind the bookshelf. A squirrel. Hello there. Well, the ghost of the old Took has been appeased. There's your ghost. There's your ghost, Master Took. Does Donamira Took say anything, I wonder? Oh, we have to drive the squirrel from Adelar's library? Okay. Didn't realize we had to do something. Off you go. Off you go. Off you go. You don't belong here anyway. What are you gonna do here? You're gonna starve to death. You need to go out and get some acorns and get some fresh air. Get some water. Oh, and by the way, Silas, I think I didn't say it, but I did get the hydrate earlier. Thank you so much for that drink.
Oh, woe is me.
A squirrel? It was nothing more than a foul gray squirrel. Oh my, this is embarrassing. Oh, well, others think if they hear about this. Oh, I know what they'll say. They'll say I'm as mad as old Bilbo. Dear, oh dear. Would it be too much to ask for you? Would it be too much to ask of you not to report this incident? I will be most pleased to put this business behind me. And to think of all the trouble I put you through. I am so sorry to have been such a bother. That's alright, don't think anything of it. Let's get that Tookish earring, because I don't have any earrings equipped right now. Here, my friend. Take it easy. Take it easy. Here, Adelard. Take it easy, my friend. Let's get out of here now, though. I have done my duty as a bounder to Adelar Took, but we have many other pressing matters to attend to. Are there any other, like, season, battle pass kind of games that any of you would recommend, Maniacs? Oh yeah, I think Dead by Daylight is actually another one that might be good for that, but as I said, I'm not into horror games a lot. Preferably free-to-play games, because I'd rather not spend money on a game right now. Valorant is also a reason why I consider that. I wonder if a mobile game would be a good idea. The one I've always wanted to check out has been Smite. Because of its unique spin. The unique... Oh, let's talk to Hyacinth Took, who is around here. The unique third-person perspective, like an MMO, right? Like this. Might be fun to play it. I think I might have fun playing that one. And I think it does have seasons and stuff like that. Do correct me if I'm wrong, though. But I wonder if I would like a MOBA if it's too much like an RTS game. RTS games I just suck at, so maybe it wouldn't be for me. Roblox is a game with millions of free games where you can make friends and customize your avatar in many creative ways, but sometimes you have to pay to make your avatar your style. That's how the game makes money. There are some cool updates. Okay. Okay, it's a game with multiple games in it through mods or maybe stuff like that. I think I see what you mean. I think I see what you mean. That sounds like a lot of fun. Like a VR chat, like a Minecraft maybe. And I say VR chat because VR chat has like a bunch of like modded games in itself, right? When you go into the right game room. When I saw all the different game modes in Fortnite, it reminded me so much about that. And I get the feeling it's similar. I get the feeling it's also similar to Minecraft. That's another game that I've never tried out. That one day I have to go into it. And given the nature of that game, I feel like I have to make a big deal out of it. Just like Final Fantasy 11 or 14. It's on PC and mobile. You can purchase in-game money / Robux to purchase passes or avatar upgrades. Robux, that's such a clever name though. I see. I can see what kind of game it is though. I like it. I like the sound of it. Ooh, let's get this shepherd dog though. Josie. I should probably be renaming this shepherd dog. What could be a good name for this big girl? Big girl, bigger than me. I know I am a hobbit, but wow, look at that. Look at that big girl. Very good girl though.
Hello.
Oh really? Fireworks for Lobelia Sackbill Baggins, is it? I'm almost happy to be able to tell you that I'm out of both fireworks and the ingredients to make them. The truth is, I made up a whole batch recently, but it was stolen. And the Bounders haven't been much help getting it back, begging your pardon. If Lobelia really wants fireworks for her party, there will be a lot of purchases she has to make. There's charcoal, saltpeter, brimstone, and iron fillings to buy, among other things. So you go back to Lobelia and make sure she's willing to pay for all this. If she still wants them, come back here and I'll lay out all the things you need to do. Oh man, this is not going to be a fun conversation with her. She's going to demand a manager. I can see that. Do I have a Discord server? Yes, I do. You can check it in the panels or !Discord. Feel free to talk about that for sure. I'm always interested to hear what everybody else has to say about other video games they play. And of course, I talk about the stuff I'm into, especially if we share video games that we're into. Like talking about the latest LOTRO updates and stuff like that, etc, etc. Let me see now. Let me get some food, since I ran out of the boost that I get from them. We get the superior roast pork, and finally the carrot soup. You know what I should be drinking more of? More carrot juice. I need to eat more healthy these days. One thing I've been doing now, which I should have continued to do, but I've forgotten to do in recent times, but now I picked it up again, is to have a huge thermos with like a lot of coffee or tea, like close to my bed, and right next to my phone, which has the alarm when I wake up, so that when I wake up, to turn off or snooze the alarm, I have the huge thermos with tea or coffee right next to it. And I'm able to straight away drink it and get that caffeine. But perhaps I should also have a juice with it, or a juice that's combined with it. Oh yeah, send your avatar. Yeah. You can put it in the media sharing channel, or the video game discussion channel. I think it fits both of them. I don't think we have anybody else that has talked about Roblox that much, if at all. So that could be fun. From what I know about Roblox, I think it's something that's like Minecraft in that it has very specific type of graphics that look like pixels or voxels or something like that. You can do whichever one you want. I would prefer you send it in the server so that other people can see it. If you're okay with that. One way or another though, I'll see it after the stream. Since I'm busy with the stream right now. Oh yes, the pie quest! The pie quest! Yes, the pie quest is here. Alright, you know what, Lobelia, you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer, so that I can start doing the pie quest before I forget. Yes, I said we would do pie delivery today. So finally, let's get to it. Hello, Holly Hornblower.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Just who I wanted to see. I got something very important for the likes of you. I'm up to my ears in people wanting my pies. Now, I'm not complaining. It's good that people love my pies, but I'm not the time to deliver them. Right now I've got one that simply has to be taken to the Green Dragon. Would you take it there? The pie is cooling on the table over there. Take it to Gerd Whitfoot, southeast of here in Bywater, and be quick about it. I'm known for delivering hot pies, and if it cools too much, I won't get paid. Also, don't let any hungry hobbits catch a whiff of the pie, or they'll be over here pestering me for a slice, and I don't have any time for that either. Yes. Let's see, the pie. Let's remove some stuff from the quest log. And, oh shoot, oh no, sorry, I thought I saw a timer on one of them. This one will have a timer though, but I need to set it as the quest guy focus. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna have to concentrate a little bit on this quest because I have to avoid certain NPCs. So I have to see where I'm going, and I have to avoid enemies and, you know, hostile mobs that attack me, and also I have to avoid the water. You sent a video game discussion? Alright. Thank you for joining the server, Silas. I'll take a look at it later. I'm still working on figuring out new things to do for Discord. Let me ask you something, Maniacs, Superstars. Would any of you be interested in going for a movie night or anything of the sort? I figured that perhaps it's long overdue to do something like that. Where is it that I had to deliver it? Gerd Whitfoot. Oh, there he is. Here's your pie. Thanks, friend. It smells a bit odd, though. Oh, yeah, there were problems with these pies. Oh, well, I'm sure it's fine. Thanks again for that pie, although it smells a bit off somehow. Oh, well, I'm sure they'll be delicious. Please give my thanks to Holly. And let's get back to Holy Hornblower now. We'll use the mount for that. Yeah, there was something going on with the pies. I think the fruit that she was using for them was spoiled. Ouch! And we find out a little bit later. It's a great quest line, though. I think they give you a special title or LOTRO points or something like that. I know, right, Silas? What I'm hoping to avoid is to have a very low number of people. Like, to be in a situation in which there are not that many people. So I need to wait until the Discord server has more activity going on. Or I'm going for things that people are interested in. It's a thing I've never done before. But I need to know the right way to approach it. But please let me know, Superstars, if any of you would be up to it. I can ask this question again later also on Discord itself. Or some sort of event that can happen every week. And I can give a special emphasis to supporters. Financial supporters like subscribers. And perhaps patrons in the future. Smelled a bit off, he says. That Gerd Whitfoot couldn't smell like a pig farm if he was in the middle of it. Anyway. Anyway, there's another pie that needs to be delivered. And the one waiting for this pie isn't quite so friendly as Gerd over in Bywater.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Ah, Lobelia Sackbill Baggins. Okay, I guess we are gonna talk to her, after all. Lobelia Sackbill Baggins has been fussing and bothering everyone about this party of hers for a while now. But evidently that wasn't enough for her, so she's brought on another hobbit, Opal Goodbody, to help her. Oh, okay, no, we're not delivering to Lobelia, I think. Okay, poor Opal has been so harried by Lobelia that she's stapling everyone. She's been after me for a pie, but being not too fond of Lobelia, I put it off. But I couldn't put it off any longer, so today I made the pie she's been after. The pie is cooling on the table over there. Take it up to Opal at the party field, but remember, even though this pie is for Lobelia, it must be hot when you deliver it. Keep it away from those hungry hobbits, I don't want them pestering me. Yes, yes. Let's avoid the hungry hobbits. So there's one on the way there, so we have to go around a little bit to go where we need to go. If you're wondering how I know this, is because I see it on the minimap. On the upper right corner, it's a little eye that shows up on the minimap. Those are the hungry hobbits. Oh no, this is difficult though. Because I have to take that bridge. But I'm gonna go very close to that hungry hobbit there. Hopefully I can avoid it. Because I can't go into the water. I just can't. Oh, FNAF? Yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. Again, I am not interested in horror. However, I do get interested in stories. Like when I see a horror setting, horror movie, game, whatever, has an interesting story, what I do is end up reading the Wikipedia articles about it or the on wikis about the stories. So I have some knowledge about what happens in FNAF. The possessions going on like the robots and the children, like robots, whatever they are. And it's a fascinating story. Very much a horror story for sure. So I can see why people love them. But I have zero interest to play them, Silas. It's not... I am not gonna have fun trying to escape in a high-stress situation like that. Trying to do these things before this fearful character catches me. Oh no, I'm in the wrong place. Ah, damn it. This is why I have to set the quest guide. Yeah, Lobelia, you know what? I know this pie is for her, but I'm supposed to go to somebody else. Okay. Okay, thank goodness that wasn't so far away. Jeez. Oh, Paul, here we are. Finally, that pie I asked Holly for. Hand it here. Best taste it. Ugh, it tastes awful. You tell that Holly her pie was foul. I demand a new one.
Cannot a body be left alone?
Why are you still standing here? Go tell Holly that her pie tasted foul. I demand a new one. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Just as I said. Let's get this bound, though. Since we are here, we are gonna talk to Lobelia. Let's talk to Lobelia. It just contains some jump scares. Well, that's enough to be horror for me. I have seen several streamers play it. So I am also familiarized with it in that way. And again, it's a very stressful game. It's not my sort of game to be doing that kind of thing.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Pay for the ingredients? Why, I never... Oh, I suppose I must if all her stock was stolen. Here, take this coin so that took. This had better be the best fireworks the Shire has ever seen. She's gonna demand to speak to the manager sooner or later. I can help making that joke. Lobelia fits that stereotype so well. Well, here's a little spoiler about Lobelia Sackville Baggins, though. She actually gets redeemed. She actually gets better. She actually becomes a better person later on. But that's as much as I'm gonna say. Oh, the yellow fireworks! Unfortunately, I don't have the yellow fireworks. I was supposed to purchase them. Whoops. Oh well. We're about to get an ad break, and I'm gonna take that opportunity to take a quick bio break. I won't leave you for very long, though. But in the meantime, let's get back over there. And yeah, that will be a good opportunity to go AFK for a moment. Alright, yes, I'll leave it with Holly right here. And as always, everyone, I'll be back. Stay connected to the multi-dimensional portal. And we only aggroed one bear. That's funny. I thought both of them were going to come after me. Alright. Let's go for this next one. Bear versus bear. You're just gonna have to bear with me for a moment as I load my attack. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Oh, man. Okay, we can do that. And you take that grenade. Did you see that? Let's go, let's go. I love explosions like that. I'm sorry, I just love the grenades like that. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, yes. Yes. No, it's not just the fact that they exploded. Well, they did that in this game. Like... Ah, it's so beautiful to see. No, there you are, Bacon. There you are, brother. You came at a good time. As we're coming back from a 90-second ad break. Oh my goodness, that was hilarious. I just love that ability so much. Let's use it again. Let's use it again. Ah, so much fun. Yeah, so you will be judging WoW based on last year, Shadowlands. Oh, rest in peace. That's gotta be a little clip right there. I love it when that happens. You know it. If you've been here before, you know it. When they just fall off the stage or... Yeah. Yeah, The caveat to a lot of the interactions I've had in these video games. Welcome back. Thank you for waiting.
Is there something I can do for you?
What? My pie tasted foul? Of all the rude things to say, here, let me take this one I'm working on now. These berries are bad. Oh no. Do you know how many pies I made with these berries? I simply must get to making new pies for all those people. I haven't the time to talk right now, but I'm glad you found this app for me. Oh, and if you come across any of the pies I sent out, please bring them to me. Tell them that I will bake them a fresh pie as soon as I can. I simply can't allow people to eat bad pies. So that is the big quest chain that I was remembering. Magi known to the Matham House. Very nice. We got a new title. Magi of the Quick Post is the one we're using right now. I think it's a good idea to now change the title to that one we got. We got a deed bestowed. Reputation change. Yes. Magi of the 7 stars, I mean, is a good one for all my characters because it fits everything I do so well. But let's do, yes, Magi known to the Matham House. The caretakers of the Matham House now know of your name and your exploits. Wonderful. I'm also a bounder, so it's no surprise that they know that. Let's remove this from the tracker, though. We're not doing this right now, not like this. Lucky Sling Stone. Okay. Now we bring that coin purse to Heinz and Took. What type of games do you like? I'll try to find one that you like. Do you like wholesome games, survival games, story games, adventure? So from those ones you say story games, I am all about stories so much, Silas. Let me give you an idea by telling you some of my favorite games. Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, Octopath Traveler. Well, this game, The Lord of the Rings Online, Star Wars The Old Republic, The Elder Scrolls Online. Funny enough, I've never played any of the other Elder Scrolls games. One day I will. RPGs, I love RPGs a lot. There's this particular type of storytelling that I love to see so much that I first saw in the Sonic Adventure games. Many Sonic games have that sort of storytelling. Octopath Traveler had a similar situation, and I've discovered there's this great RPG called Live Alive that has it, in which you have a bunch of stories that are separate. Sometimes they kinda like mix with each other at certain points, but for the most part they're separate, and then they converge at a final climactic point. In a way. So for example, for Sonic Adventure 2, you have the hero story and the dark story, and then, sorry for the spoiler, you unlock a secret final story that links them both together. So, that's the sort of thing I love. The other day I made a list of games I want to check out that have that. I went into TV Tropes to find out about something that has this, because TV Tropes turned out to be a good place for that. From what I discovered, the video games that may have this are Odin Sphere, Live Alive, as I mentioned, Nier Automata, Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn, Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, let me go back to that one in a moment, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, Scarlet Nexus, Saga Frontier, Samurai, and Dynasty Warriors series, for example. Sense 8 is a TV series that's worth mentioning, because there's TV series that do the trick like that. The Heroes TV series in the first season I heard is really good for that. And, well, for example, I said that I'm not into horror games, but Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem, a game for the GameCube that I still have. It came with my GameCube because I bought it with a bunch of games in it. And I played it with a game save that was already there. And from what I saw, it looks like a fun game because it goes chronologically through a bunch of stories that eventually all come together in a final story that is also the framework for all the other stories that happen, and I just love that. Despite being a horror game, it was so fun. Also because it had RPG elements to it, so it gives you an idea. It gives you an idea. I do have a Nintendo Switch, but right now I have problems with my capture card, which was not that good in the first place because it has some delay that can get really bad a lot of the time. So I don't get to stream from my Nintendo Switch very frequently. Roblox is an RPG? Really? I mean, I thought that it could be just anything. Like, it can be an RPG, it can even be a Battle Royale. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody has done a Battle Royale version of Roblox. It can be Battle Arena, I don't know. From what I understood of what you told me, like Minecraft I think is like that, depending on the type of server, the type of mods, the type of game room, right? VR chat can be like that too. This game called Jedi Academy was kind of like that back in the day. Woohoo! In the 2000s, when I played it, there was this great thing called Luger mod on Jedi Knight 3 Jedi Academy. Or well, Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. And they made a Luger mod that made like the game become an MMORPG. But it was only in the servers. Like every server was like a room. And only while you were in that server. And they made you have like theme park MMO sort of activities to do. Something like that. It was so much fun.
Walk off. I need to speak with you.
Oh, yes, it's the pie. There we go. Well, hello there. What can I do for you today? A slice of pie, perhaps? For Holly Hornblower in ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒𝕒𝕒. She bakes a fine pie. I can learn a thing or two from her. Boiled berries. Well, I was right. I can learn something from Holly. Always taste your berries before you bake them into a pie. Poor thing, she must be terribly embarrassed. Well, here, take that pie back to her. Her home is north of the main square of ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟. Tell the dear thing to take her time baking me a new one. Yes, I will. And then, hold on. Do I have this as part of the quest tracker? Yes, let's add that to the tracker. I'll just remove anything. The problem is that I have to take the time to do that. And while I take the time to do that, it takes time away from the quest timer. Here we are, though. Animal Crossing New Horizons, a Nintendo Switch game. I really enjoy it. So do I, Silas. It's the last game I streamed from the Switch. I haven't been in it for a while because... Oh no, this is a nosy hobbit. They're okay. No, they're bad if I'm doing the mail delivery quest, but this is not it. The hungry hobbits are the ones I have to avoid. But yes, oh no. I am a huge Animal Crossing fan. There's a lot of them I haven't played, but I played the first one on the GameCube. And then I jumped from that one to the New Horizons recent game on the Switch. So I played the hell out of that last year, but then I kind of went off on the entire summer. So I'm planning to go back to it now in May, because that's when I dropped off. And then, yeah, I'm going to be playing a lot of that in May too. That being said, I don't think I'll be streaming it as much for the reasons I just said. Ooh, what villages do I have? Oh, hold on. Let me finish this quest, and I'll tell you. I've got to think about that for a moment. So in New Horizons, good, you have found another one of those bad pies. Thanks, friend. Happy to help. This makes me crave pie so much. I love pie. It may be one of my favorite foods. I need to learn how to make pies. Like, really learn. It was one of my new decade resolutions, you know? When 2020 was about to begin, I made both New Year and New Decade resolutions. And one of those New Decade resolutions was to learn how to bake a pie. Any sort of pie. At least one, right? So what villagers do I have? Let me think. In New Horizons I have... I'm gonna go with the order I got them. That makes it easier for me to remember them. I started with Stinky and Renee. Stinky for me is number 1. But here's another number 1. I have Bob. I have Pom Pom. I have Marina. Eventually Marina is gonna be replaced with Caroline. I have my special reasons for that. That are linked to my GameCube experience. I have Raymond, and I'm so proud of the way I got Raymond because he was literally my visitor for the campsite. You know, the visitor that you're gonna get guaranteed for your first ever campsite. You're gonna get a guaranteed smug villager. It was Raymond! I got so lucky there! And I like Raymond genuinely. It's not because like he's popular and a lot of people like him. No, like I like him. I like his whole vibe. He's the best. He's the best. But I'm gonna get to another small villager that I love so much. I have my best friend forever, Tom. He was there in my GameCube game, and he and I have been through so many things. And we have such things in common, like the fact that our birthday is on the same day. I made a special stream last year, December 10th, for that reason. We celebrated both our birthdays. It was the best. So he's my BFF for that and many other reasons. And I have Gigi. She's my snooty villager. She's the best. I love her. I have Pietro. He's my other smug boy. Lovely fellow that he is. Was that 10 villagers I just listed? Or am I missing someone? I have a bunch of amiibo cards as well, I should tell you, Silas. I got a lot of them to be like former GameCube villagers that I had to get them first for the Happy Home Paradise. Oof, like I could still be playing Animal Crossing just for the Happy Home Paradise, but I ended up neglecting it. It also saved me some time because just assigning one home takes me like at least 1 hour, honestly. But I will eventually go back to it. I'm gonna have to hire the weeding service from Leaf. But those were the villagers, I think. We have Stinky, Renee, Bob, Marina, Pom Pom. Oh, and Static. That was the final one that I forgot to mention. Static. I love Static too. So those are my 10 villagers. I could also tell you my GameCube villagers if you like. I have them on a document here. Let me take a look at them if you're interested. And let me see. So, well, this kind of varies because the ones I had the last time I played it, which was months ago, I guess, because when I got into New Horizons, it made me go back to the original Animal Crossing. I even bought a whole Wii just for that, because my GameCube stopped working a while ago. And yeah, I got myself a Wii for the first time ever in my life, actually, just to play Animal Crossing. But I also got some other games that I need to get back to, like Wii Sports and Wii Fit Plus, because they're good for fitness. But hey, I am lazy. I am lazy. But yeah, the last time I checked, the villagers I had were my BFF Tom, Bill, I love that dog so much, Dora, Cube, Bengal, Hornsby, T-Bone, Woolio, Valleys, Pearl, Mint, Rocco, Candy, and there was and Sprocket, and there was a little bit of a revolving door with like one of the 15 villagers. And I also had an Islander. The Islander is something you get by linking the Game Boy Advance with your GameCube or your Wii, which I still have. And my Islander is Bliss, who nowadays is called Caroline. And I wanted to have Caroline also on New Horizons because she was originally an Islander, right? So now New Horizons is about being an island. I thought it would be very fitting for her to make that full circle and now be on my New Horizons island. I have her amiibo, so I can have her anytime, but I wanted to do a little bit more with Marina first, so I think I might celebrate her birthday because I missed it last year, and then I'll do that. Oh, and I also have Sydney. Yeah, some of those that I mentioned I think may not be there anymore. Kiki was one I had for a long time, and she left recently after I returned. Woolio is a GameCube exclusive villager because he hasn't come back at all, and I love Woolio. You know why? If you look up Woolio from Animal Crossing, you will see that he has a star on his face and his fur is purple. He's a sheep. He's a jog sheep that is purple. And he has a star on his face just like your superstar right here. Just like your favorite superstar idol right here. He's my villager. He's my villager. For sure. Oh, how I wish they had brought him back with the recent update, because in the recent update they also had 8 villagers that made a comeback after having not been seen in the series for a long time. But sadly, Woolio was not one of them. Perhaps in the future they'll have him. I would love to see him again. If they had had him, I would have definitely gotten his amiibo in a heartbeat. And I would have had somebody replaced in my village for him. But you know what I did for him and for Valis, who is also somebody who didn't make a comeback? I named a couple of my buildings in the Happy Home Paradise after them. Woolio Mart is what I named my apparel store in the Happy Home Paradise, and the Valleys Memorial Hospital is what I named my hospital. Not to imply that she's dead, but just to acknowledge her. And with the Woolio Mart, I also got a custom pattern to have his portrait on the wall. I wish I could show you. Maybe one day if I get the capture card again. Well, one investment that I want to do is to buy a better capture card eventually anyway. But that's gonna have to come later, much later. Because before I do that, I'm probably gonna do investments in like my VTubing model, other VTubing assets, etc.
Is there something I can do for you?
So the old crow actually paid. I'm astonished. She must really want this fireworks. Well, I'll see what I can do.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Well, if the old crow is willing to pay, then I suppose I'll have to oblige her. First, I'll send you out after Saltpeter. My friend Cam Puttyfoot, the pig farmer in Butchford, can usually supply some. He's got the biggest manure pits in the whole Shire. Cam will let me know when he needs payment, so you'll not need to carry coin with you. He hardly has use for Salt Pitcher. Very well, very well. I feel like as a bounder, I should be doing more important things than getting these things that Lobelia is demanding. But that's part of the... That's part of why the quest is the way it is. It's supposed to be funny like that, I think. But yeah, that was a little tangent I wanted to go on for Animal Crossing. I really do love it. I want to talk about it so much. I probably will be talking about it after I go back to it. As I said, I was waiting for summer so I can catch all the creatures that I haven't been able to catch. Hopefully I don't get hopelessly addicted to it again. I have to be careful. I'll try to be I'll try to measure it. Though I do have to invest some time in it because some creatures will have to be at specific times of day and so on. It used to be something I would go in every day too. But I had to draw my distance from both that and the GameCube game, which I'm planning to go back to as well. I still need to catch one more insect and then I will have the museum completely filled out in that game. But it doesn't come until August and September. And I actually missed that last year also. But I will go back to it and catch that grasshopper. That's the final one I have. I have everything else fulfilled in that game. In New Horizons, I am missing more than that though. The only thing I have fully filled out is the fossils. Everything else is missing. It will take more work for Red, but if I can get enough bells or Nook Mile tickets, I have a lot of Nook Mile tickets actually, I might be able to trade just the original artworks. 4 lazy villagers, 1 cranky, 3 normals, 2 peppies. Which ones do you have? Tell me, Silas. 4 lazy villagers, my gosh. Nothing ever gets done in that village, I imagine. Just a bunch of eating and lazing around, maybe. Just chilling, why not? Yeah, Smog and Cranky Villagers tend to be my favorite ones. Before the Smog type got introduced, Cranky was my favorite, but Smog are my favorite now because they are me. They are me. I would be a Smog Villager 100%. They are superstars like me.
Hello there.
Toadstones, such a terrible trouble to get them. Sal would be easier to make if not for the hunting, eh?
Could I take a moment of your time?
I've got the salve ready for you, my dear, whenever you're ready for it. But remember, it will only last a few minutes before it wears off, so you'd best hurry back and find a hive for Farmer Proudfoot. I expect you will find beehives in the woods southeast of ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕝. Find a big one for Polo and take it to him at his meadow nearby. Now, if you're carrying a delicate beehive around, you may not be able to fight off any bears or such that may be drawn to the hive, so tread carefully. Well, we have a timer again. So very similar to the quests we've been doing, especially the pie quests. Here we can mount though, until we find the hive itself. Yeah, this is a bit far away, so we best go on a pony. We're on the red-clad pony of the gap. The real challenge is gonna be carrying it to where I need to carry it. Avoiding any bears, avoiding any water, any other enemies, and stuff like that. There's many amiibo I still yet to use, actually. The amiibo that I got, so the GameCube village that I was talking about is actually my 3rd village that I had. When I first got that GameCube, as I said, it came with a bunch of games and a bunch of game saves because it was used. So... well, actually the GameCube was new, but the games were not. But anyway, and you know, the memory cards were not. But it was already with a town pre-built into it. So I went into that town. But eventually I demolished it because I wanted to start a new one. And that second one I eventually demolished as well for reasons I can't remember. I probably was more desperate when I was younger, wanting to have more new experiences or whatever, I don't know. And my 3rd village was eventually that one. But with the amiibos I got like amiibos not just from my 3rd village, but also from villages that I remember being there from my 1st and my 2nd one. So, that is the little story behind them. And also some amiibos about characters that I wanted to have. Special characters and other villagers that look really cool, like Cephalobot, the recent one. And I don't remember who... oh yeah, Muffy. Muffy is just so awesome because she has my color scheme so much. By coincidence, and I swear to you, this is a coincidence, A lot of the villagers that I have right now in ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒, that's my current island in New Horizons, are also with purple as like a main part of their color scheme. Like Gigi, Renee also has the purple and black as her favorites. So there's that. I've been wanting to have Muffy on my island for a long time, but there's just no room for her. The thing I would have to do is either replace Gigi or Pietro for her. I don't think I want to let go of either of them. Pietro is like a multicolored individual, which is great too, but at the same time, I like rainbow color schemes. Bob also fits that color scheme, which is great. Out of my way. Oh, is there another one? Ah! I don't have time to bother with you. Yeah, this is the difficult part. It's a good idea to get rid of them first because they're gonna really be a problem while I'm trying to get the beehive back to Polo. So let's get rid of this mature Hilbert as well. Otherwise, just one attack is gonna make me drop the beehive. We want to avoid that. I really don't want to replace Pietro. Eventually, I want to have all the other Animal Crossing games. I want to play... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. I need to focus on this. Hold on. We need to avoid that combat. We need to avoid them. I want to get all of them, including New Leaf. And New Leaf is the other one that accepts Amiibo, so... Either Pietro or Muffy, whichever one I can have in my island in New Horizons, I can have in there instead. But it's gonna be a while before I play New Leaf. Because I'm planning to go through them in order. Like, I'm gonna do Wild World first, then City Folk, and then New Leaf. And I want to dedicate at least a year to each before I jump into the next one.
Goodness.
Oh yeah, Shino. Shino is very popular from what I heard. Shino is new to the game, and Peppy, Rosie is Peppy, Lucky is lazy. Oh, Lucky. Murphy is cranky, Stitches is lazy, Stitches is great too. Maple is normal. Maple was one of those that was on my GameCube game in one of my... I think she was in my second village. Lily is normal, Lolly is normal, Bo is lazy, Wade is lazy. I know some of them. I know what some of them look like. Some of them I don't know though. I don't remember. That new hub will do nicely. I'll just give the bees a while to get used to their new home. In the meantime, please take this reward. You deserve it. Let's see, the boots seem good. The beekeeper's robes, I'm just curious to see what they look like. Okay. Nothing too different. The beekeeper's hood is actually better than what I have right now, but we're gonna go for the boots. I think they're a better one to go for. Let's equip them. Let's use this Matham as well. Many things that we should be selling soon, I think. And now... Oh, wait a minute. I see another quest ring here. What's going on? Does Polo have another quest for me? I think that might be a glitch. The minimap was, the new queens are working out just fine, though my bees are a bit unsettled. You found Shino on an island and freak out, I was shaking? Nice. Oh yeah, another reason why I don't want to let go of Pietro Silas is because I was going on a huge island hunt tour, and I went for him after 97 islands out of my 100 Nook Mile tickets that I was using. He was number 97. And I went over, like, I ignored characters such as Marshall. Marshall would have been nice to have, but the thing about him is that he's a squirrel. And Static is already a squirrel. And I'm planning to have Caroline, who is a squirrel too, so there's not that much variety. I have 4 cats on my island. 4. And I'm never gonna let go of a single one of them. Stinky, Raymond, Bob, Tom. I love all of them for a reason. Stinky is an OG of the island. He, Renee, and I were there from the beginning. Tom is my BFF for over a decade now. Raymond is fucking Raymond. I love him. And Bob is also the OG of Animal Crossing. He's the first ever villager, and I just love him. Oh yeah, he has a purple color scheme to an extent too because he's purple. So yeah. Not a single one of them is gonna leave that island. ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕤𝕒 forever, baby. ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕒 forever. On the next Animal Crossing, though, whenever that comes out, I'm probably gonna go for different characters. Let's do it. One thing I really want to do that I think would be fun is to have one character from the previous game. So when I finally play Wild World, something I would love to do, I would love to be able to have, is one villager that is coming over that was there in my GameCube island. And then all the other villagers can be whoever. Because I like that random element. I like having them be random villagers. There are a few villagers that exist that I don't like, you know? There's just like 1 or 2 that I would not like to have on my island, based on their appearance alone. Otherwise, like, all of them are great. But yes, Silas, Shino is very popular, so I'm glad you were able to... What is Shino, a he or a she? I think he was a he, but correct me if I'm wrong. I'm glad you were able to find him. Let's get back to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕤 now. I think it's a good time now to be returning to ℂ𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟, whatever way you want to say it. For a while I thought it was pronounced ℂ𝕠𝕠𝕟𝕠𝕟, but then I hear that it's pronounced Mikkel, or Michael even. So yeah, I don't know. Let me see, give me a moment here. I'm just taking a look at some things very quickly. Alright, so, let's get back to the multi-dimensional portal right now. With that, we can wrap things up for LOTRO for today. Thank you so much everybody for joining me. Let's see who we can raid now for an invasion from another dimension. I'm looking at it right now. Perhaps somebody streaming LOTRO, perhaps somebody else I haven't raided in a while, or I haven't ever raided. Who is streaming LOTRO right now apart from me though? Let me see. I follow a lot of games, so looking at the category, finding the category is a bit difficult sometimes. Where are you, LOTRO? I can't find LOTRO. There it is. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Yes. This is a little bit of a different way to go about things, but why not? Let's go for the green-eyed gamer, especially since he's also playing a Hobbit character. So we go from Hobbit to Hobbit. I wonder if she's doing anything in the Shire. This is the Hobbit Burg Completionist Day 49. Yes, I think it's Moria that she's in, so it's a very different area than the Shire. But we can raid her. So, if you all want to participate in the invasion from another dimension, you can copy and paste either version of the message right there to raid the green-eyed gamer right there. It's been so lovely, everyone. Great conversations. Again, thank you to Headbanger90 for the raid. Thank you to Batron for that resubscription, that supernova explosion again, and everybody for any support you gave in any way. Tomorrow, before I forget, let's check that schedule over there. Tomorrow we have Fortnite. I wasn't sure about it, but yes, we are gonna go for Fortnite. Maybe I can get somebody to help me out for a squad or two, but we shall see how it goes. But as for me, Maniacs, Superstar, Supernovas, that is everything. I shall see you round. Let's raid.